Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode and a grand return to Daily Beloved.
Yes!
And
Finally!
someone.
Finally!
Good to be back. Good to be back. Take it away, Dungeon Master. Shema. I don't know why.
Hello,
I don't know why I said
everybody.
that.
It is TPK Thursdays, and we are back with Dially Beloved. I'm so excited for the session today. We have a lot of interesting things happening, but mostly coming off what happened in our little story so far. We saw three adventurers trying to take a long rest at a little spot near a lake when they noticed that the Durtle that they were traveling with and had rescued from the Knoll camp was acting a bit strange. On closer observation, they noticed that this little duck had waddled up to this little but very pregnant duck. Water had waddled up to the slowly declining river bank to start eating and munching on something. On closer inspection, they found that the little bar of a weird black substance that was given to Finn by Wormshot. Shit, I had to remember our Discord. By Wormshot had golden locks now happened to actually be a bar of poison. On closer inspection, if you guys had seen it, it would have been rat poison that he had given you, Finn. So you see this Durtle eating it. You inquired with her as to what she's doing. She seemed to be just remarkably hungry. You tried to even given her some poisonous berries, where Eldon took a couple of berries from his pouch and dabbled it in some poison and gave it to the duck, which ate it quite greedily. After which, Finn, when he tried, Finn, what happened to you? Can you describe what happened to you?
I identified the decanter that was given to me by Nirvana,
Mm-hmm.
and I found out that the decanter was a modified bag of holding. So I wanted to test it out if it'll like suck all the water in, or like it'll just slowly keep filling it in. So I tried to go to the river, fill it in, when suddenly my head was struck with this immense headache and just this one word repeating over and over, obey. And I don't know what it was about. Um, yeah, I rolled a 20 and still don't know anything about it. So I don't know what that is. Meanwhile, the other two tried to pick me up, and Eldon tried to detect magic, but didn't really see anything except like one outline of something which he doesn't know what it is.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I think
So,
that's where we left off.
Yeah.
Dun,
So
dun.
actually,
Alright.
could one of you do me a favor and put music on OwlBear?
Yes. Sure. Do you have anything specific or?
Right now, it's suspicious horror stories,
Auspicious
I
horror.
guess.
Yes, that's how we.
play the heartbeat. Play the heartbeat.
The heartbeat. Okay, so what happened last was after Finn had this excruciating headache and fell to his knees, also losing 4 HP, was it?
Yeah, for
4 HP permanently. He looking around, trying to find the source of this pain, trying to understand whether it was the same sort of pain that Bovik had earlier while he felt this weird homing device in his head towards Nirvana. Eldon settles down to quickly ritual cast detect magic, and when he looks up from it, he sees a slow shimmering force field of sorts right in front of him, where he, being attuned with magic for quite a long time, recognizes as possibly someone being invisible. Bovik also notices that Matata, who is lying to the side, has seemed to have his ears perked up and is looking in the same direction as well, and seems to have a low growl in his throat. So picking up from where we were at that point, the scene right now is when you are at a riverbank, you are still on your knees, you are looking in the general direction on where you have an innate sense of a feeling of pain that's coming from you. Eldon, you do understand that there is some sort of magic taking place in front of you. You do think that somebody might be there standing invisible. Bovik, from what is around you, you do have an inclination that you all might be in danger or something very wrong is happening. So yeah, that is the start of our 10th episode. So what are you guys doing now?
So first of all, I would like to add my memories of past life to my previous 20.
1 second, guys.
Okay.
G,
I changed
not
it.
cool.
To make it a 25.
At 25. Okay. So what exactly are you trying to look for?
The source of this pain, what magic this is.
When you are trying, okay, so it would occur to you as a memory, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I
So
mean, it
what do you
could, not necessarily.
Hmm. What you do feel is when you are having this, the first thing that you recall, having heard this voice, you do immediately recognize it to be Nirvana's. You also do feel this, I don't know, this sort of sensation that if you were to tell this to the others, you could be inflicted with even more pain. Also, as you try to recall where you felt this sort of pain before, a small memory shoots in your head of you, very similar like this, in another body, down on your knees. You can see your hands. You recognize them to, even though you haven't really seen many people since the last village that you were at, Nisa, you do recognize these hands to be very human like. You look down at your trousers, taking more observation than you usually would. You notice that the sort of like garment you're wearing seems to be quite fancy, it seems to be of rich linen. You look around you though, and you seem to be in a sort of jail cell. You don't really recognize what's happening around you. What expands beyond a couple of stone tiles seems to vanish into a void of blackness. But as you look around you, you do have this feeling that you are binded and trapped in some way that is not being right now revealed to you, but you do have a feeling that if you were to do anything more with the decanter, you could possibly lose your life. And one thing that you feel quite deep in your hollow chest pin without a heart, you do feel fear though. And it's not from Skitten scratching your ribcage.
Hmm. Okay, that's it for me for now.
Parallelly,
Yes.
as soon as I see that, fifth level, Dispel magic.
Oh, okay. Okay. This Dispel magic doesn't have a contested check, right?
Dispel, if it's level 3, if it's a spell up to level 3, it's not contested. If it's beyond
Okay.
level 3, it is contested.
It is contested. Okay. What is the contest for?
So it depends on the spell level. Plus 10 is the DC I have to make. So
Okay,
is it a spell beyond level 3?
yeah, it is a fourth level
Okay.
spell. I'd
Okay.
say but it's. Can you cast a fourth level spell at time? Yeah. Okay. I'll
So
say the
I can
fourth
only cast it at level 3. So I will have to roll a DC 14. Intelligence check in my case, because intelligence is my ability casting modifier.
Go for it.
Ability check. Cool. Yeah, nope. It's 11. That doesn't say.
11.
12 doesn't get dispelled. Yeah.
Okay, so you do cast your hand at Eldon, trying to, you feel this sort of force field resisting you, you feel it in your hands, even though you are casting quite a powerful spell, it refuses to abide by you. And you see as the sparkles that were coming out of your hand while you had cast the spell die out really quickly. And the simmering effect that you had seen before you seems to have vanished.
Can I
The
empower
effect
someone
itself
else's spell
vanished?
with?
Sorry?
The effect itself has vanished?
The effect itself has vanished.
Okay, just
Can I empower someone else's spell with my meta magic?
no.
And I don't know. I think you have to be another sort of warlock or another sort of magic.
Yeah, as a you can't. Warlocks normally cannot do that.
Sorcerer.
He's a sorcerer.
Sorcerer, sorry,
Sorcerer.
something. Yeah.
Oh, sorry, sorcerer. Yeah.
Okay, as this is happening, Do I notice anything around apart from
You
what?
do notice
I want to-
Matata. You could attempt to talk to Matata or ask him to do something if you'd like. The duck, though, the duck. Actually, give me a perception check. All of you, if
I
anybody
want
else
to.
also wants to.
As soon
I'd
as
see
the
a
spell
Finn with
fails,
disadvantage. Eldon, you're also straight.
as soon as the
Wait.
spell fails, I want to shout, "There's someone invisible here."
Okay.
I have to roll a disadvantage?
No. Finn has to because he's still reeling in his memory as well.
24.
Fine.
24. Okay, so what you notice, Bobik, is a number of things. Okay, you see Eldon in front with his book open, quickly like chanting something. Do you want to know what you're chanting, Eldon? How do you chant out your spells? Do you sing it? Do you yell like "Go man, show me who you are" like like a bad boy?
It's an anime style attack. Let's just go with it. Like Dispel magic.
Yeah, he goes like he looks at you can see as soon as Eldon takes out his tiny little spell book, the pages start to flip over and settles onto a certain spell. He lifts up his hand and sparkles fly out of it as he yells "Dispel magic." Is the first thing you hear as he points to this.
I just want to also add that the somatic components of my spell is like ninjutsu signs, and yeah, Dispel.
Okay, he's doing ninjutsu signs with one hand while holding the book in another. Are you making your book float in front of you or something?
No, the spell is already prepared, so I don't need the damn book.
Okay, cool. So he does that, but as soon as the sparkles start to ignite from his hand and spread out, it dissipates almost immediately. What you can see that Eldon's proud face immediately falls into confusion, not understanding what had gone wrong. You are struck with this sort of hard choice that you need to make because you have clearly the guardian duck that you're supposed to be protecting. As a druid, you know that would be your first priority. You have your two new companions here, Finn, who's like just writhing on the ground, just his head just in pain. He seems to be screaming something. You don't really understand what he's saying. You look at Eldon struggling with his magic right now, and you see, most importantly, Matata. He looks at you, and that brings your eyes to him. He looks at you and looks straight ahead at where Eldon was performing his magic. But immediately, as soon as that magic disappears, you see as his eyes look towards the left, like it's following something, and it settles at this tree with a large bush in front.
Okay, as that is happening, I'll look around. I notice there's something wrong, and I'll yell to Matata, Matata, protect the little fairy, and I will run towards the duck, and I will call out, Lele, if you can hear me, can you check on Finn? This is not the how I expected the night to go.
Okay.
And yeah, and as that is happening, I will try. Do I have any spells I could?
Also, first for Lele, roll a wisdom check for me.
For
Same.
Lele, yeah, sure.
Was it? It was the same.
No, it was a check. It was a
check itself, right? Yeah.
16.
16, yeah. So Lele appears right next to Finn almost immediately. She doesn't even give you a second glance, really. Finn, about here somewhere.
Also, as that's happening, how far does it seem? Oh, I don't know where it is actually. Yeah, I'll just cast fear,
Okay.
pointed at myself, and anything around 60 feet around me has to do a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. Give me a second.
Nice. That's all of us.
That is really good, though. That's a good.
Yeah, that is
spell.
good though.
No, I mean I'm obviously not going to include you guys to the spell,
Oh,
right?
it's selectable. Cool.
Oh, it's selectable.
Yeah.
Wait, a construct and a.
I don't.
Oh no! It's a target. I have to target it.
Then yeah,
Oh, okay.
you can't.
Then forget it.
Give-
All right, I'll just hold and I'll hover over the duck and be like, there's something nearby. We got to be careful.
Okay,
Eldon,
so
are you alright?
You don't have to target a creature. You target an area and 30 feet radius, so you can target it away depending on where you're seeing it.
Oh, I have to be able to. It's fine. Doesn't. First thing, cause fear.
Oh,
Okay.
cause fear, not fear. Third level. Cool. Yeah, now man.
And I'll be like, Eldon, are you okay? Something's wrong with Finn. Can you go check on him?
Yeah, something's there. Something's invisible. Something is there. Something's here. Just keep an eye out, and I will try and go and pick up Finn.
I get that sense, but I don't know where it is. Matata seems very jumpy. I don't like this.
I want to telepathically communicate to Lele. You know who it is.
Yeah, so you see, as first, what happens is while this is happening, Lele, without ignoring and like absolutely ignoring all of you, just settles down on Finn, and this is something that you have seen her do, Bobek, with yeah, especially with who was it? Your little, which is the pet
Matata?
that she took with her and went away.
Boba.
The OwlBear, right?
Oh, Boba.
Matata
The owl,
also she took.
but also the OwlBear, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is something that you'd seen her do to the OwlBear, but she settles down on Finn, who's still, on his knees. Her large, bat-like wings just surround him and close him until you can't see both of them, but she seems to have settled in the dome. And only you can hear her voice, Finn, at this moment. You hear her like hold you, and even though it might be uncomfortable for her holding like a skeletal body like that, she's holding you and whispering, calm, don't give in.
I'm speaking to her only telepathically because of the sense of danger that I feel that if I reveal too much, it might get worse.
No worries.
So,
And even you do get an indication, Finn, that she understands extremely well what you're going through. And even she is taking like a lot of precaution as she handles you and is telling you, it's okay.
does she do that to you too?
She doesn't say anything, but you do have a feeling, yes.
Can you see? Is she nearby?
She looks around and you see as her wing just moves a bit, and you see as a little bit of the fire that you had set up peeks in through this little, I'd say like a little tent or cave that she's made for you. And she looks around as she looks and she says like, no.
What do we?
She
What do we?
she looks past you, Bovik, and you can't hear this, but you can almost see if you were looking at her right now. This slight grimace, it looks like a mockery of a smile. You don't know whether she's smiling or whether she is like, so fed up with this situation that she can do nothing but smile. But she looks past you, Bovik, and she tells Finn, she's like, but there is another that is hiding.
Where? Can you show me?
The bush. He is not dangerous, but he has been following us for some time.
Does she say this verbally?
She's saying it to Finn. Finn is not talking to her, so you can't hear what Finn is saying. So mostly what Bovik, since he's observing everything, sees this. Eldon, you are still looking for signs of magic. You're trying to figure out what to do. You're looking around that general spot to see moving bushes. You do, even with your low score, notice that this large bush that seems to be there on the left side next to a tree seems to have trembled slightly. It shook slightly, and you make this quick observation only because you're looking in the general direction. You look at Bovik and tell him the same, that something might be there.
Lele shows me the bush, right?
Yes.
In that general.
She also tries helping you up. Okay, so guys, I'll need you to imagine this because we're not really going to be doing much. Okay?
I'm gonna As she shows me the bush, I'm gonna look at that bush and that area around it, and I'm gonna cast Mind Sliver.
Okay.
So that's an intelligence saving throw
Okay.
of
And
DC
do
15.
you need to
Uh,
see a person, or is it an AoE spell?
it is second creature. One creature you can see within range, but will it work if it just do it in that direction?
No,
You
I
have to-
don't think so.
Seeing is a line of sight, which is a magic of the game.
Then I'm gonna just shoot firebolt at the bush.
Okay. Go for it.
Not firebolt, actually chill touch. That's my signature move. So
Go for
just
it.
gonna raise my hand, and another hand's gonna emerge from it and just go try to grab something at the bush. So do I roll to hit at disadvantage?
Yeah. Go for it. I have dice to roll here, so I don't need to open it.
Okay, that's
Sure.
This is another dice though.
13 to hit.
13 does not hit. But what you do notice immediately actually is a small light figure suddenly jumps out of the bushes. You make out not much from it, but it does look slightly reptilian. You do notice a tail, and it makes immediately a launch for Bovic. And
A launch what?
Bovic for Bovic.
Wait, what?
It moves towards Bovic.
Yeah.
Can I
Jump at him.
I'd say Bovic is the closest to it right now because he's standing there. But he launches at, like, this thing launches at you, and
I don't see this. I don't see anything.
so I'd say that your first saving throw it would be a disadvantage. But he rolls to hit you first. There's a 19 hit. It does.
Oh, definitely.
Okay, that gives you. Okay, I need more dice.
He needs more dice for damage, Bo.
Yeah.
So that is 4 points of piercing damage plus 2 fire damage.
Boy.
All
boy.
right. Wait.
Okay.
Oh, like I get a hit I get like punched, slashed. What is it?
It's you feel like a blade coming at you. It slashes at your arm. You're still able to evade it, but as you look up, you see a large, what you could make out to be a specter coming to hit your head.
Ah!
That doesn't hit you. It's a 9. Okay.
Initiative?
It doesn't hit you. Never mind. So both these things hit you, and you see this very weird creature just settle down right in front of you and look at you in a very challenging manner. Would you want to make an observation to what it is?
I mean, first I'll be like, "What the hell? What?
Is it still
What
invisible?
are you?" And like, I can see it now.
Yeah, you can see it.
Guys, and what do I see?
Are you trying to hit it back or anything?
No, I'm just gonna like see what it is, and I'll like be calling for these guys.
Okay, to just set the scene, Eldon actually, since I think you would actually try to hit this guy. Eldon, what do you observe? This thing, Finn, it still seems a little hazy to you, but you see this weird, small creature just jump out from the bush and just attack Bowick, taking one hand with like a weird-looking scaly-like sword to take a slash at his hand. When Bowick leans down, to try and like look at his wound, you see that this creature takes another like a specter-like weapon and launches it at his head. But you have a feeling that this guy isn't very good at fighting, maybe. So that specter misses its head, and misses Bowick's head, and you hear a screech saying, you're just like, okay, and there's just a sound. Eldon, meanwhile, you look forward and you see this really reptilian being over there, not much larger than you really. I'd say, it's one of the smaller creatures that you have ever seen. you have seen creatures of this kind before. Bobik, you too as well. I'd say that Finn possibly hasn't seen them.
I
Okay.
know what they're called.
Yes, you would. And apologies to everybody listening to this. I've been practicing this voice and scared my cat also. But this is revenge for Ashwin and Jeevan for the last session. Okay, but before that, oh, my light also came back on. Great. Okay, but before that, Aldon, do you do anything seeing this creature? You immediately, from your journeys, recognize it to be a kobold. But it takes you a second to see this because most kobolds that you have seen would have been, garbed in loincloth, maybe, some makeshift, like, what would you say, like tan or leather material. But this one seems absolutely ridiculous. For one, it's wearing trousers. The second, it's wearing this large red cloak with a fur lining on it. And the third, which is the most unusual at all, and you've had a lot of parties, Aldon. You have seen a lot of magical stuff. And from what you can notice, that looks like remarkably like a party hat crown.
Party hat crown. Oh, okay.
Okay. Do you do anything to it?
Yeah, you basically see Rashon, like Eldon, like rush up when it's dropping form and just like, he's with us. What the fuck do you want? Like just stop in front of like basically rush up towards Ovik, but then like stop next to him.
Okay.
And
so
be like,
you.
And do I see this? And do I see this change also?
Yes, you do. You do, but like Bobik, your arm is still hurting a lot. And for a second, because of how absolutely ludicrous this looks, you're just like, huh? Okay, because you do have
That's
seen
exactly what I'm going through.
many like kobolds in your life, having traveled, and you're like, you have never seen a kobold in a getup like this before.
What the hell?
I'm just gonna be like, you hit him again, I'm gonna hit you. I'm gonna bonk you. Bonking seems the right word.
As soon as you like go towards this kobold and raise your arm at him, despite being like possibly even less than half his size, it shrieks. Okay, in the way that like a pompous royal, royalty would, and it goes like.
Too high pitch.
Too high pitch.
Can't get it.
I got another mic also. Why not?
It's not the mic.
It's
It's
the
Discord.
Discord.
It's Discord.
Okay, wait. Now I have to go. No! Does that work?
Yeah, that works.
Yes, that
Yes!
works.
Does that work? It does? I hate this voice. But kobolds are yipping creatures, and I really hate this character too. But yeah, it goes like, don't you dare hit me! No! Come on, stay away now! Don't put that near me. I just came here to engage with you. That's all. I'm sorry. There's fire coming at me. What did you expect?
You engaged him by piercing
You hit
his-
me.
Yeah.
Just testing you, and clearly this one's not capable of holding his own, but you seem to be fairy boy. And
Really?
What's
Really?
wrong with that thing over there at the back? What
I'm
is
walking
it?
towards it.
Yeah.
I'm walking
Wow.
towards it.
You speak
Do
true.
you have intelligence too, Skeleton? I
And I
haven't seen.
cast Chill Touch again. This time I want a hand to lift him up and slam him on the ground.
And and this time I can see him. I will
Does a 25
I will cast Cause Fear.
Whoa,
Okay.
whoa. I will cast.
Uh,
I will cast.
Don't do counterspell. Counterspell on fear. I am fucking angry.
He hit me. And then he's saying not why did I engage? What not?
Guys, don't kill him before he can
I
talk.
will.
Is all I'm
No,
I'll
no.
non-lethal.
I'm going for Cause Fear. I'm pissed.
I will cast
Okay.
counterspell though.
on whom?
I can counterspell only one.
Yeah, who
What?
will you counter spell?
Yeah, I know. I would recognize the spells a little bit and know that Finn is going for damage, so I will counterspell Finn.
It is
Okay.
non-lethal, man.
It's
You won't be able to tell what I'm casting. I'm just saying. I'll just be muttering to myself.
yeah, but yeah, like faint idea. Okay, you know what? Let me roll a 1d2. One for I can't
It's called a
roll a one.
coin toss.
1d2.
It's called a coin
It's
toss.
called a
Chief.
coin toss. I don't think there is a coin toss in this. I will roll a 1d4, even is Finn or is Bovic. Odd. Bovic is getting counterspelled.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Does 25 hit?
Yes, it does.
I'm walking with like a lot of difficulty, sort of like, and then you see my hand raise up again, and the green spectral arm comes out, picks him up, lifts him up, slams him on the ground, stays there, like the hand is still there.
So
What damage it will do
this
is
is hilariously ridiculous. So you pick up this kobold and set him down in the ground like this, and most kobold. Saying this is so
Like,
funny.
whoa, guys, whoa. He's talking. Let him talk. I mean, he knows what he's talking. That much I can understand. Let him talk. Let's talk this out.
So this
Yeah, let
kobold
him
falls on the ground, and you have a hand choking him. And most sensible people, NPCs, monsters, whatever, would immediately go towards their throat to remove the hand. He instead tries to pick the edge of his cloak to like cover his legs, like as if you have like hindered his dignity in some way, and he's just kind of like
Too high pitch.
he's not able to talk because it's squeezing his throat.
what are you doing here? And dispel the hand and put my actual hand there. So he can't escape, not to choke.
I was just looking for adventures. I had noticed that you eradicated the Gnoll camp. Filthy, filthy creatures, those Gnolls. Never stop laughing. Hate them. But I've been following you. Apologies. I understand that most people would not like to be spied on, but I have a very important mission for you if you choose to accept it, and I just needed to see if all of you were capable of doing it. Apologies again for lurking on you in the bushes. I do notice that you seem to have a weird duck as well. An unusual party, aren't all of you?
Which
And
part
he's
of-
still trying to like adjust and put his crown like up straight, even though he's lying flat on the ground. You could see that presentation is a huge deal for this kobold.
I wanna, if I'm next to it, I just wanna pluck the crown out of his head.
Okay.
And while I'm doing that, I wanna be like, so which part of this plan involved you attacking one of us, and why?
And as Eldon asks that, I'm gonna tighten my grip, crush him a little bit, and ask him, "What do you know of Nirvana?"
Nirvana? Who's that? Is she famous?
Do not lie to me. And I crush him even harder.
Finn, you're stone Finn.
Don't?
You're stone, the one you just caught. Lie, don't lie. That's stone.
Oh,
You're
right. I put my
Yeah, I was like, why is he spending so much time with this interrogation?
Yeah, that's Finn laugh out
Yeah.
loud when he realizes.
Finn doesn't laugh out
Assumes
loud.
Oh,
He's just gonna put his hand in his pocket.
Okay. So you take this
Wait.
stone. The stone's glowing,
Did the-
and
Did the music just go to howling dogs at this point?
hey, I can't hear the music.
Even I can't hear the music. There's
yeah,
music.
I can hear only background chirping sounds.
Oh, you can hear. I can't hear it though.
I can't hear any
Did
music.
I
Check
increase the
Discord.
volume?
Oh, I have full low volume. That's why.
Oh, is it? No, I increased your volume, isn't it?
Oh my god, what is this music?
Yeah, why is there screaming random Girl screaming in the background. I did not pay attention. It wasn't that loud. Anyways, moving on. I think it's perfect.
Okay. So, Eldon, you had asked him why he was after you guys, right?
No, why did he
So-
attack one of us, and why particularly him?
Bovik.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a test. I have already seen you perform in battle, young fairy. I have seen the capabilities of that strange skeleton there. But this elf, though.
Do you really want to see my capabilities right now? In that position, I can show you. I'll
Now,
my quarterstaff. Hold on, I'll just stop my quarterstaff, and
You
you'll
don't
see
have a
insects.
quarterstaff.
I do. That's the only one weapon I have, by the way.
He has got a stuff here.
My one weapon I saved is that.
Okay.
And
It's a stick.
you
it's
see,
not a quarter staff. It just
I
treats
mean,
it as
technically,
a
it's a
quarterstaff.
stick. And from the stick, you suddenly see like a bunch of insects just swarm out, and it'll be just hovering over it. Really want to see what these things do?
disgusting! Get away! Get away! How dare you treat royalty like this?
You hit
Okay,
me,
what
and you think I can't be good in battle? I'll show you, and I'll cast infestation on him.
Okay, Bovik going all out on this. Go for it, Bovik.
Con save 15. I mean, he's
Con save?
technically pinned down, so it's not like he can really.
Yeah, really, it'll be
Yeah.
with disadvantage.
10
Do I
points of
see
damage.
anything specific? With
Non-lethal.
my stone?
Non-lethal.
Okay,
Non-lethal.
you see, and it's almost, pathetic at this point. You kind of feel sorry for this creature because he starts crying, okay? Like it's not even that he's being attacked. It's the fact that all these insects are surrounding his body and going over him, and he can't stand it, and he's crying like like a whimpering child. He's just going like,
I deserve it! No!
okay, and he's just like really, really like horrified, and he doesn't seem like he's definitely not going to like you after this.
Now you think I can be good in battle? Do you think I'm capable?
You're taking down a small kobold that's already held by two of your companions. I don't think that's very powerful.
Ah, you're just annoying, and I'll like take the insects away, and I'll be like, Finn, can I have some of that healing thing that Eldon had?
Oh,
Stones.
Eldon still has all of those.
All right,
The
fine.
box you have, right?
No,
Yeah,
no,
the
no,
box. It
The
has,
healing ones
healing.
Eldon.
Eldon has.
only Eldon. You have one healing potion also that you found.
Who, me? I have nothing.
I don't know if I don't know if Finn.
Oh, Eldon
okay.
has one. Yeah, Eldon has a healing
Okay.
potion. Yes. Right.
Okay,
So
cool.
when Eldon
And
comes
two
back,
stones. Is Eldon
stones.
there? Where is he? Is his earphone on?
you are.
No, he's gone. He'll come back.
Okay.
Okay.
So Finn, I'll go to where you are then. You look at your, how did I describe your stone? I'm so sorry. I should have
It's
rewatched
a palm-sized glowing reddish stone.
Reddish stone. Okay. So
you can use my healing pot.
Thank
I
you.
can hear you guys.
Okay. So you use the stone, and you do understand that if someone is lying to you, this stone would glow. But when you look at the stone right now, it's not glowing.
It also
And
shows
you-
me an aura around people to tell me their
Yes.
alignment and all that.
So you look at his alignment. It seems to what you get an understanding of it. It seems to have like this weird yellowish red glow with trickles of like electricity passing through it. Even though you might not recognize how different alignments look at this time, you do feel that he does lean towards chaotic neutral.
Why do you? No, that is yeah. What do you want from us?
It is quite simple. If you could just get off me right now. Can I have the decency to please sit up?
You may not.
This is how they treat a king. And he's just like trying to move your hand with the specter. Are you trying to? Are any of you trying to take notice of his weapons or anything he has in his
I
pocket?
have
I have
magic up
taken
still.
the insects off. I'm gone to Eldon to grab the stone. I'm like least bothered about him now.
I still have detect magic up, so anything that pings for me, just let me know.
You do see some sort of magic vibrating from the specter he's using.
From the what? Sorry.
This thing the specter is
Scepter or
yeah, scepter. Sorry, I'm thinking of scepter and saying specter. Yeah, but
Alright.
the scepter he's using seems to have some sort of weird magic coming from it. You look at the sword also that he has lying on the floor. It's radiating some sort of a dull ember, and his armor as well. You do see that. You don't really look at it. It doesn't seem to have any sort of weird distinction or any sort of, I'd say, features on it. But looking at it, you do notice that it seems to be quite worn, and the leather seems to have come from like. Actually, I'll go more into that detail if you actually look at it a little more closer. But
Okay.
his armor seems to be made of leather. You do see that his blade seems to be radiating some sort of dull ember, and the scepter that he has seems to be magical, but it seems to have some sort of broken magic to it that you don't recognize immediately.
And it is Eldon size?
So kobolds are, I think, bigger than that. About
A
little bigger. Yeah, not very much bigger, but he's the size of, I'd say, a 3-year-old child.
What the fuck? How big is that? This big?
Listen, until the end of the campaign, we'll
What-
never
what
figure out
do-
Eldon size. So don't let's not go there.
Up to your hip, maybe. Then I'd say if you're like, how tall are you? 5'10"?
5'10".
Yeah, so he's possibly up to your hip.
Also, what 3-year-old is this big? Like, what kind of kids have you been seeing?
I don't know how big
Big
children are.
kids, Ashwin. What are you talking about?
Why do you know how big 3-year-olds are?
Because it's common sense.
You the 3-year-old one.
Don't you have baby pictures?
Rear kind of come to a little like around your hip. Actually, yeah.
Yeah.
They do, right?
What?
Yeah.
Hey, that makes sense.
Big.
No. See, that's what I meant. He said this and he's like, this is how big a 3-year-old is.
Oh, I didn't see that. Okay, cool. We don't know kid sizes.
Alright, anyway, moving on.
Okay, so this thing is like, it seems like it's crying and it looks furious at all of you, and it really didn't seem to like have expected to have been treated this way, even though it just attacked you momentarily ago.
Wait,
But
what are you the king of?
I am the king of a great lost kingdom. Right here, around the corner. It's the biggest kingdom you've ever seen. It's the largest, most spectacular place, and I'm the most powerful ruler of it all.
at this point, Finn, your rock starts glowing.
Is this the crown for that kingdom of yours?
Well, of course it is. Can you not see how proud my crown is?
It's on my
Eldon
hand
has
now. Yeah.
My crown!
And it looks at you and it tries to reach at it,
It's
at your crown.
it isn't really
Give it
much.
back to me! Give it back to me, you stupid fairy!
And it tries to hit you with the specter. I'm actually going to try.
Is he
still
pinned
tied
down?
but
I'll trade you for it.
Scepter, sorry, scepter.
For my crown?
Yeah, for your crown.
But I have a wonderful deal for you. All the riches you could ever imagine.
That is
If
secondary.
you're
Do you
just
want
a-
this crown or not?
The crown is not of much importance to me.
Okay.
Then your stone glows again.
I'll keep it. Alright,
look
let
at
me
him,
know if
he's
you ever
lying.
want it back.
My crown! It's like you can see that this guy is having like a hard time.
Alright.
Hey,
alright.
hold on. Could I see that 1 second?
No, don't give it to him. Don't give it to him.
Thanks,
No,
man.
and you can see like this kobolds literally like, imagine, when you see it, I feel like I'm going back to dogs a lot, but when you're playing like monkey with a dog and you throw a ball over its head and it
I
runs
thought
from one side and runs to the other side
Yeah.
and the crown's just flying from one end to the other.
I'll just grab it and be like, Matata, fetch, and I'll fling it towards into the river.
I need you to make a check as to whether Matata would actually do that for you. Being a like a big cat, I didn't expect him to act like a dog.
Meanwhile, I'm gonna look
What
at
check?
this.
What check would it be?
Animal
Is
handling?
it perception, I guess? Your side, it's either animal handling or perception. Not perception, sorry, persuasion. Is it?
Yeah.
I guess. Yeah, animal
Meanwhile,
handling or persuasion. Yeah.
15.
I'm gonna be like, this is one of the fucking annoying types. Bovik, you handle him. I just leave him, go sit by the fire and look at him.
No. I'm not dealing with this little squad. This is not me. Like,
You like these animals, just
I-
fucking
I-
deal with it.
Let
no.
me.
Oh,
you guys
yeah,
fighting? Let me.
they're the same size. Let him handle it.
Yeah, from one size to
Meanwhile,
another.
you see Eldon, you see as the kobold runs past you, lifting his cloak as he like waddles through the water to get his crown, and it's
will. Can
And
I?
wait, can I see if he's getting close to the ground?
No.
yeah. And also Matata doesn't listen to you because he's too proud to go and jump into water for something so
as-
terrible.
As he's trying to run past me, can I hit him with a reaction? Is the opportunity attack hit him? Is he like going
Yeah.
next to me?
Yeah, I guess you could take a swipe at him.
I will booming blade him.
Oh.
Papa.
You have Warcaster?
I have Warcaster. So let me roll to hit first, which is a +8 to hit. Wonder what his AC is. We will second. But I rolled a
More than
2, so it's a 10.
Okay, that thing just like, with unreasonable dexterity, just like swoops down your thing, runs up, and you can see him like, he looks like literally like, one of those old French kings or queens, like really glamored up. He runs into it and picks up his crown. You do realize.
Before
Okay.
he reaches there, how far is the crown from me? Like, how far could I have thrown it?
Give me let's say half your walking speed. So give me a 1 to
15
12.
feet?
15 feet. I don't know if you could.
Even you're on OwlBear.
Give me a 1d10.
Sorry, D&D Beyond instead of OwlBear.
Yeah, my bad.
Let's say give me a 1d12. Let's just say that. And depending on that.
On 12.
But if your spell
9.
distance is 15, so it's 9 feet away. It's right at the bank of the river. Not
Okay,
really.
as he's approaching the crown, I will mold earth and turn him around.
You're doing the Thorf move. You're doing the Thorf move.
Yeah, I'm watching it. I'm watching Avatar right now, rewatching it, and this is perfect. So you see, as as this kobold's running in forward, and this kobold, supposedly king, runs forward, the ground lifts from underneath him, and he stops, while this happens, and it turns around and settles immediately, and he's staring at all of you again. He looks back at his crown and sees that it seems like the river is slowly going to maybe take it away, and he
And-
panics.
At that moment, I will drop the mold earth on him and mold earth on the crown so that it pushes into the river.
Oh my god. Okay. Let me make a dex.
I don't mind a contested roll for this.
Okay. Yeah, give me a contested dexterity roll for this. Because I'm doing a dex for him. So that would be
18.
he fails terribly also. Quite terribly. So he slips and falls, getting the sloshy mud onto his cape, and he starts crying even more, He's just like, give me back
Kirtak the Great, a mighty ruler. I do not deserve to be treated like this. I deserve to be treated better.
All right, sure.
Okay, come here. I call him.
I'll go towards Matata, start petting him.
You get my crown, and he's just like crying, and he's trying to get it. He uses his scepter to try and reach for the crown and bring it back in.
As I
Come
was
here, little
saying,
king.
But my crown! What is the crown? What is the king without his
I
crown?
get it for you. Relax. I'll get it for you. And
And
I will
he's
go
just
and
like-
try to like pick it out of the river.
Okay, you pick it
And then I
up. You
telepathically say, "Are you gonna come here or not? Or do you want to get pinned down again?"
Give me a persuasion check or an intimidation check, actually.
Uh, Finally, intimidation, my best stat.
I'm
First time I'm
taking
getting
my
to use it.
time to pick up the crown. I'm waiting for him to go to Finn. Like I want that to
Okay.
happen. I'm taking my time
That's
to go.
at 21. What the fuck happened? 21.
21? Yeah, so you do successfully intimidate him. Also, noticing that Eldon seems to be waiting for him to come to you, Finn, he very reluctantly drags his feet and walks towards you, just like while hitting off the slosh on his hands. He seems to have left his blade by your side, Bovik, but he is holding his scepter as he walks towards you.
When he reaches me, I'm gonna just put my hand on his head, move it down, and press digitation to unsoil him, clean him,
Aw.
basically.
So sweet. So
Now,
he
what do you want from us?
gets cleaner, and you could see that he's excited and ecstatic about this fact. He thanks you immediately and says, "Now, that is how royalty deserves to be treated."
Shut
He
the
looks
fuck
at
up. If you
Bovik.
fucking speak about being a royalty again, I will slap your face. What the fuck do you want from us?
Hold on, Finn. Royalty should never be talked down to, and I will mold Earth so the height of it comes up and he's eye level with.
Okay, like he seems very impressed by you, boy. Now, that's more deserving of my position. Thank you very much. I am Kirtak the Great, a mighty ruler. I have come to you here from a faraway land, and you know your stone glows again.
Yeah, didn't you
You
just say
have-
your kingdom was nearby?
Around the corner.
Around the corner.
Faraway land from where you are, young adventurers. Not from where I am. Of course, I know where my land is. And your stone glows again. And he's like, it is close by.
Telepathically
Unfortunately,
tell these two. He doesn't
this-
know where his land is.
yeah, you do know. Like, it's very definite that you do. He really doesn't know, but you don't think he's lying, though.
This
Like,
reminds
you
me
get
of
it-
this reminds me of the Tamil joke where it's Dubai main road, Dubai Kurukasande, Dubai street. Like to say, never mind, that's fine. It's just loss on this group.
I need to know the end of this joke, though.
Yeah, what's
It's like,
It's not the country
some guy
Dubai, it's
some
some-
guy pretends to be like he's lived in Dubai and he's always all decked up in some weird pinkified colors. So one guy who's actually worked in Dubai will be like, "Where are you from in Dubai?" And he'll be like, Dubai main road, Dubai street
Wait.
corner, Dubai Kurukasande.
yeah, this is kind of like that, actually. But
But he believes it.
But you do know that he actively believes in something, and when he's telling you that he's king, he's not lying to you. Okay? And he tells you, and he seems like a little, disheartened, and weirdly enough, on the platform that you made for him, Bovik, he does sit down. And he sits down like he's like an old man ready to narrate a long story. He goes like, they came for me one day, those nasty gnolls. They came for me to take my place from the kingdom. And loyal subjects. And you can see that, he spits, he takes a second to spit to the side, but catches himself realizing that that would be most improper, and goes like, loyal subjects. They drove me out is what they did. told me that nothing would happen to me, nothing would ever go wrong in the kingdom. Led me to a secret chamber where those nasty gnolls came to take over my kingdom. My kingdom. But ha! Cataract the Great will not be succumbed to the nasty laughing dogs. I found my way out. I had to run away from there. And it took me a long time to find that pack again. But I did find them. And now I seek for adventurers such as yourself to accompany me on my journey to go back and reclaim my kingdom. Will you come with me? Finn, your stone does not glow.
Why would we come with you?
I can pay you great riches. Great riches. Though I might be the first new king to my kingdom, it has belonged to many other kings before. Many that did not look like me. Many.
You want us to stage a coup?
Essentially, yes.
Oh my
You'll
God.
be up for the task.
Stop. I look at Bovik. Do you need money?
I don't need money.
Look at Eldon. Do you need money?
A little spell components are costly.
Is money all that you desire? He looks at you, Finn, and he says, You are very strange. I get a feeling from you that I might have met you before. And then he says, a little more softly, maybe in another life. And then he says to you, Can you give me your hand? May I see something?
There's no palm for you to read.
That's not right. I know how to read bones too. And he gives like this horrible yipping laugh. Okay. Oh God, I
flick?
hate it so much.
See, respect what me and Ashwin did.
Yeah.
Yeah. Deserves to be respected.
I give him my hand.
He looks at the lines in your hand. Says,
What lines?
Yeah, it's more like on your bones. Imagine like how
Like how trees have.
yeah, or like how witches read like, chicken bones, stuff like that. But he
Mhm.
looks at it and
Oh, the
he-
cracks in the bone.
He's looking at it and he seems to be saying something way past what you can think of. He traces a line down your palm and says, Maybe my kingdom would interest you more than you think possible, young boy. And when he
Young what?
says
And what?
reborn, he says
Oh.
reborn. And
Re-
that strikes you as particularly weird, Ben, because no one has referred to you as a reborn. Everyone has just assumed you to be a skeleton or an undead. And when he talks to you in this way, your stone does not glow.
What do you know about me?
I might not know much about you, but your family, on the other hand, I imagine that you might be from the family that resided at my castle.
Stone? The stone? What does the stone say?
It does not glow.
Hey, what does he mean, Finn? Your family resided at his castle?
I had visions. I was a human. I was not a kobold.
Yes,
I mean,
as I said before, the kingdom I come from, my castle, if you may, my fort hold, it did not belong to me originally. I came to claim it. When I found it, it was just waste, left behind somebody else. It might not have been you, but maybe it might be somebody that you might know. Maybe not in this life, but maybe a previous one.
Wait.
Seeing the lines on your hand, you might not see it from how spectacular I am, but I am quite well versed in the magical arts as well. And one thing I can do is tell you your future. That the stone starts to glow a little bit.
I take my hand back.
wait. So, you died and came back as a skeleton, and he thinks You were in his castle?
I have no idea what the fuck
No,
he's
no.
talking about.
The castle that's not his yet.
So he wants us to go back to the castle and... Is that what you want us to do? What do you want us to do?
He
The
wants us to-
castle is rightfully mine now. I have presided there for many, many years. The only thing I would say is this creature here. He's particular. It's particular. Not particular. Peculiar. Okay, but he's peculiar. For being the sort of creature that he is, I have seen many skeletons here. We do stay in Odium Lythi. Undead is not something that is unusual. But he seems to have come from an experiment of sorts. An experiment whose remnants I do recognize.
So you want us to go back and get your castle, and that's where you think he's from. And I'm pointing at Finn. Okay, now I'm
not
interested.
From
I
the
have no
Yeah, I'm
use.
interested. But
I
wait,
have
what's
no
payment?
use for the materials in the treasure room. What I desire is power. If you
And-
were to stay by my side and act as my guards to help me reclaim my throne, I will happily do your services. I will pay you dearly for anything that you might desire. Money, I understand, is not valuable to most, especially to ones that are not from this land. But answers, I could give you answers.
Is your
I
castle
mean,
by chance on the way to a lake? The biggest one here. Because I don't know how out of the way we want to go.
The lake, yes, the lake. I have only seen the lake once a very, very long time ago, when I first appeared on these lands, at the shipping port. It's close there, at the end of this great continent. But
not a shipping boat, not a dock, like a lake,
Yes,
not
yes.
the ocean.
the stone. What does the stone say?
It is still, it's not glowing, but he also looks very frustrated at both. He's like, it's a large continent, Elf. I am saying that you can reach the lake from the shipping port as well. It doesn't mean that the shipping port is the lake. He seems frustrated, like looking at both of you, Eldon, and then he's just like rolling his eyes, like we don't really need him. Okay.
What time of the day is it?
I'd say it's so you were fighting through the night. I'd say it's early morning, right? You were
And we
going
have
to
not
actually,
had rest.
no, you haven't had rest yet. It is about like early dawn, slowly going into day.
All right. King Kobold, what? Don't remember your name. Do you know what that is? And I point to the duck, the turtle duck.
Okay. He looks at it. Okay, also I'm going to just assume and say, because I haven't brought Lele here yet, that she's not there.
Yeah, that's fine.
Just to make it easier. But yeah, it looks at the duck and it's just like its eyes gleam. And it looks at both of you. It looks at all of you. How much for the duck?
No, it's not for sale.
No, not for sale.
Just want to know if you know what that is.
Yes, isn't it a Durtle? I haven't seen one in many years. I thought they were extinct, and his eyes are gleaming with this sort of hunger, this sort of greed as he looks at this duck. And the duck is still like quite oblivious to this. It's just like going to another bush and getting something to eat, you know, and just
And,
waddling about.
I'll like telepathically, not telepathically, but I can just like give Matata orders, and I'll be like, I'll tell him that he has to come and stand between the duck and the kobold,
Okay.
and go around.
Yeah,
and
because one stands in front and growls at the kobold, like, stay away.
yeah, and be like, all right, clearly you don't know what that is, but we are on a mission ourselves, and we have to get that duck to a lake. If you want to follow us, after that maybe we could go to your castle and maybe find some answers for Finn, because now I'm very curious on how he's related to the castle. You, especially you.
Yeah, I like Prince in high places. So let's find out what Finn's about. Right, Finn?
What do you think, Finn?
Listen, this is about me. You don't have to tag along.
Oh,
No,
you're an interesting person. I like interesting
I'm
stories.
I'm very curious. Like, I mean, I've seen all sorts of creatures. I was curious about how you came to be, and now this little thing is telling that you came from his castle. So
From
it
an
just piqued my
experiment.
interest.
From an
And an
experiment.
experiment.
I want to learn about this experiment. That could be useful.
And I want to know who could perform such.
Exactly.
It's best if no one performs these experiments. But if this castle is on the way, which it is, according to the stone he wasn't lying, I suppose you could go take a look. But before that, do you
Payment.
guys wanna take a little rest?
Oh, yeah, for sure. But payment.
Yeah, I mean,
We need to discuss payment.
Oh, he is the king. I'm sure he would not mind sparing maybe a quarter of his land to you, Eldon, right? King?
that seems interesting. I wouldn't mind a chunk of the forest as well.
Hey, listen. By the sound of it,
So
you
we are
get a
talking
fucking
real
plea.
estate. Okay. So whatever, guys, whatever you want to request from him, I'd say instead of persuasion, intimidation for all of you. So roll for that, and you will get what you want.
Oh my
But I'd say
God.
persuasion for you, Eldon, because he seems to like you the most.
Okay, I will take the crown which I've fished up from the lake.
Mhm.
I will keep it to him and be like, I will give you the crown because I'm feeling nice. So what do you want to give it? What do you want to give in return for the crown?
What is it that you desire, young fairy?
I like the sword that you used. Nice size. I've had some nice swords in a while.
You want the sword?
Yeah.
Okay, make a persuasion check.
How that goes. Peace be nice to me, dice gods. 13 plus 0, 13.
Okay, 13. I'd say that you are able to persuade him only because he seems like he's okay with it. He
And
looks
he
at
wants
you
the
and
crown back.
yeah, he'd like for him right now the crown's more important. So he says, fine, very reluctantly. You may have my sword. What about you, bro?
Oh wait, before all that, is that a rapier?
So you want to actually observe what the sword is?
I wanna, yeah, before this conversation happened, only I wanna know if it's a rapier, because I can only use rapiers.
It's not a rapier.
Ah, fuck that shit. I want the staff then.
The scepter.
Yeah.
Scepter, I'd say he wouldn't give it to you. You'd need a higher check.
Okay, cool.
Okay. So he tells you that I like you. I will not give you my scepter, but I will give you my sword if you require it.
Alright, fine, I'll take it, damn it.
Okay, you take the sword. Do you want to know about the sword?
No, what is this? Since we're taking a long rest, I will spend a slot for identify.
Okay, that you do later. Before that, these guys, what are you guys doing?
Oh, is it a scimitar? Sorry.
It is not. I think it's a short sword.
Ah, fuck you. Fuck that piece of shit. Wait, can I use short swords? Oh, okay, cool. Fine.
You
I'm
can't.
contemplating.
Oh, I
I'm
can't.
not doing anything.
I
Oh,
am going to look at
It's a
the
good
sword.
blade.
What is a sword?
And the
Wait,
sword. Wait, hold on. Before you reveal it, hold on. Do you mind if I have that weapon?
I'll
No,
swing
no,
it
no.
at you.
the weapon that he slashed you with.
Yeah, and he flung it to me. I mean, I'm going to try catching it.
Dexterity check saving.
Uh,
Oh my
7.
god. Oh my god. I got. What would it be? Does this really? I'm just going to give you 3 points of damage, okay?
That's all. Okay.
Because it's not like a blade first swinging attack.
Yeah,
It's like
yeah.
there's
Like
no weight
it's
behind
not
it.
it's not a direct attack. It's just you
Ah!
basically hurt yourself catching it straight up.
Dude, come on!
And like even though
Who asked you to fling the damn sword at me? I was coming to you.
Catch that! That's the softest throw. That look at me. Look at my size. How hard do you think that could have been?
No, it's sharp. It's not about how hard you throw it.
Catch swords like this, not like this.
It's not about how
never-
sharp it is. It's how you use it.
I have never caught a sword before. I didn't need to. And oh god, never mind. Give me that stone again.
No, the stone is already used. There's only one more stone. I'm not giving it to you. Just sleep it off, buddy.
Just
Fine.
sleep it off. It is dawn though. I don't know how long we'll be able to sleep.
All right.
I don't care. I need
Also,
some rest.
also,
Let's go back to
wait.
sleep.
Can we just leave? I'm really frustrated with this guy, and I don't need anything from him. I'm just very curious about Finn at this point.
the Kobold King, having seen you like saying Eldon pass his blade to you, Bovik, he wasn't initially happy, but seeing that you took damage from it, he's quite happy about that. He says that I will not have my guards be weary when they take me home. I expect you to be in tip-top condition. Come on. Come, we shall rest here until you are well enough for us to leave.
And
Them does
can I
not-
observe the sword?
Yes. So you
Okay,
observe
and
the
it's
sword.
a short sword.
Yeah.
I noticed that, and I'm like, I'm sorry, Eldon, and
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Why don't you just use the sword?
No, but this is an attack throw.
no. This is just throw. Like I didn't realize it was a short sword, so I just throw it back.
But wait, wasn't a sword shot for
You
them
wanna
be a
know?
dagger
You wanna know
for
what
you?
my dex save roll is?
It will
What?
be contested.
Oh,
23.
Wanna
Oh, it's
contest
what,
my
18?
23?
Nice.
It misses you entirely and just
No,
goes.
I wanna catch it. I wanna catch it like one hand, like catch the blade like this. I'd be like, okay. And I'm not even breaking eye contact with Bovik as I catch it.
all right. I'm sorry. I thought I could use that, but I can't.
You can't
Hey,
use
wait.
short swords.
Wait. Huh?
Why?
I
Oh,
don't-
only
yeah,
dex-based weapons, no?
Not
Right.
just
But
that.
anyway, won't short sword for a kobold would be a dagger for a elf, no?
No, it's still just a short sword. Like he's using a short sword. It looks like a long sword for the
Sako, sir,
kobold.
Sako.
Okay, so
Okay.
he requests you all to rest. He also keeps, you notice this, Bovik, because you're more suspicious of it. Then you also notice it because you're, now you're wondering about what this castle is and, who you could be. And you do notice that this kobold keeps looking at your Durtle over and over again. Just gives it a side glance,
Hey,
Doesn't say
hey.
anything.
Now, these two will sleep, and you will sit right here, and I will be looking at you. Any business, and you will die.
Hey, he's straight out intimidated because you don't have eyes. So what?
I'll take out Adler, put him on top of Matata, and be like, "You both watch him. I'm going to take a nap."
Adler is still a little baby sprout though.
Yeah, I know.
He's
I'm gonna
so
keep it on top of.
cute. Yeah,
A little
he's
tiny one.
adorable.
Just to
Okay.
keep Matata company
Horrible
for the night.
pet,
Easy to murder.
Oh, Matata will protect him.
Okay, so all of you rest. One sec. I need. So all
Short
of
rest
you-
or long? Are we doing short rest or long rest, guys?
You're doing long
4
rest.
hours is enough for me, so.
I also need just 4 hours.
I need my beauty sleep. Fuck your 4 hours.
you guys can also opt to carry Eldon at least.
Oh, that's an option?
Yeah, only because he's small enough and you only require 4 hours of
Eldon,
actual rest. and I think 4 hours of it can be like idle
No, it has to
activity,
be.
Yeah,
right?
6 plus 2, 6 plus 2, yeah.
6 plus 2. Okay, so you
Yeah,
can
but I
sleep
just
for
need 4 hours anyway. So
Yeah, okay. Eldon can just pass out. If you can find,
Eldon,
if you can describe to me how you make
Eldon,
it work, I'll
are
allow.
you okay? See, we don't have a lot of time to waste now. Do you mind if you sleep on top of Matata while we walk? We just need, me and Finn don't need to rest that long, and I can make a little tent on top of Matata. I think you can fit right in front, like in there. What do you say?
Also, while this is happening,
Sure,
uh,
fine.
for safety, I'm gonna tie a rope around the kobold and then tie the other end of the rope around my spinal column.
He doesn't allow you to. It's
I'm
an
gonna force
absolute
him.
disgrace to him.
I'm gonna force him. You cannot be let loose, you little shit.
You
Now,
better be, and I'll cast infestation also at that same time to intimidate him. Like, you better listen to him, otherwise this is gonna come on top of you again.
While they're
Kobolds
doing all that,
looking-
I wanna like fluff up Matata a little bit and like try and like to find like a nice spot and like unroll my bedroll on top of him and like see if it doesn't fall off, like some rope around him.
Okay, so I'd say first you guys are taking your short rest for 4 hours, right? So
Yeah.
you just need to be unmoving, right, Phil?
Yeah.
Like it's not technically a rest for you, right? I mean, it's technically not sleeping.
You
For
can
you.
hand
No
wave
sleep.
it. You can hand wave it as per se.
So,
Yeah.
Finn, can you roll me a d6?
5.
A 5? Okay. While you're lying down and resting, Finn, a memory pops up in your head. Something quite similar to the one that you had when you had inspected the giant spider.
Mm-hmm.
You see yourself at this table. You see a variety of equipment sitting next to you. You also see right in front of you the remains of some creatures so dissected, so cut up that you can barely make out what it is anymore. You're looking down at it. And weirdly enough, even in your dream, even though you can see your hand reaching down to take another stroke, another slice, you in your own head are yelling, no, horrified at what you see. The you that you are right now hate this feeling, this unnecessary violence, this weird sort of evil that your own hands are doing right now, but you can't stop. Start cutting it. And as you look to the right, almost covered in sort of like a canopy of shadow, you see multiple cages with animals in it. You can't really recognize what these creatures are, but at the far end of the room, you do see it. And with that, you wake up. I love everybody's face here.
At the
It's like, who the
far
fuck is this?
end, what?
Multiple cages line the wall, filled with animals.
Hmm. At this point, I'm guessing Bovik also wakes up. This is the end of 4 hours.
Yeah, I'd say so. Nothing really happens around you. The kobold seems to, you do hear as you come back to your senses, the sounds of low sniffles, of like mumbling and muttering of someone cursing and saying, oh, they treat a king like this. That's horrible. I've forgotten the voice already. But yeah, okay. You see
The
him
voice
like
is this.
muttering
This is the voice that you need to be doing.
the
Please
weird
continue.
squeak. So the cohorts are quite disheartened by everything that you have done to it right now and is sitting, trying to be as silent as possible. You do look up to see that, the juice, you notice that the juice that Bovik has in his dreads, the little purple juice that he keeps to calm down his strict light Adler. seems to be like shining in the dark, in the sun that has come and risen over you. At this point, I'd say it's about early morning. The sun's not really overhead, but it has come up over the treetops. You can see a lot of things around you. You do know that you can start your journey.
Okay.
And also, you, Bovik, I want you also to roll a 1d6.
Six, 4.
Oh. Oh. Very interesting. Okay. So you hear the voice, a very lovely voice. You hear a voice that starts sounding quite feminine. You hear this gentle voice saying, "Bovik, Bovik, there, Bovik. It's all right. Don't worry. Believe in yourself. Believe in your heart. And I know that you will do what is right." And what started out as the sound of a woman speaking to you quickly turns and becomes more deeper, sounds more masculine. And you almost have a tear in your eye as you feel the sound of your father. Was he your father? He was your father, right?
Yeah.
Or your guardian?
Father.
Father. You hear, what started as the voice of your halfling mentor turn into the voice of your father. And having not heard his voice in so long, even asleep, you can feel your heart fill with love. The reassurance that you wanted to know that, why have I traveled so far? Why have all these horrid things been happening to me when all I wanted to do was travel and record my journeys, journal it all down, discover new animals, help people, and nothing has come but pain and seeing everything around you. You've been cursed now. So many horrible things have happened since coming here. You hear these voices of encouragement. Believe in what you're doing, Bo. Believe in what you think is right. Because I know that your heart is true. I know that your heart is pure. Do not be swayed by the darkness around you. And when your friends need you, be there for them. And with that, you wake up.
And as I wake up, I'll be like, thank you. Just under the trance, I'll just be like, thank you. I'll just get up. And
We should get going.
yeah, is Eldon still asleep? And I'll look on top of Matata.
Yep, he is. He is passed out. Like, really. Like, the way Jeevan is right now is her. Okay.
I'll look at. Okay, let's get going. I guess let him sleep on Matata for a while. Matata, be careful when you're moving. Just take slight steps so that he doesn't wake up. Don't want him cranky when he wakes up. Okay, where to now, Finn? Do you know the way?
King, whatever your name is. Which way?
No, we're not going to the castle. Let's go to the lake first.
It is on the way.
It's on the way? Alright, fine. Lead the way, Finn.
Okay.
And
So,
also, I will take Adler off of Matata now and put him back in my coat.
Where's the duck?
Where's the duck?
don't tell me you left the duck.
I mean,
No, we didn't
obviously
leave
not. We didn't leave him. It's around.
We didn't leave it.
Then tell me where you kept the duck.
I mean, if he was going to be there in the campsite near us, then we would like when we wake up, we will get him like.
Also, Bobik, okay, this is as a DM speaking, and also just to kind of give you a nudge in that direction. Since you are a druid, you do notice that just waddling about for the duck is going to be really hard for it. So give me a wisdom check, and I'll let you know what are the possible things you can do.
Nat 20.
Amazing. So quickest option, getting Lele to take her and look after her. It will save you a lot of trouble from getting the duck into any unnecessary
Danger.
danger or combat. Also, it does seem to be really like tired out now and quite swollen. You can see that it looks quite defeated, but if it didn't have such a resilient spirit, it wouldn't have kept walking. The second option that you do have is I would like you to come up with how to do this, but if you could make a sort of contraption that you could take the duck in and have it either hanging off Matata or hanging off your back like in some way.
I'll be
you
like,
could do
Finn, we might have a problem.
What problem?
I don't think the duck will be able to keep up with us on pace.
Then carry her.
It's not a small duck. It's going to be heavy. Do you think we can make something for it? Like pull her along?
Man, you're the druid. You do all the tree stuff. Make something with wood.
Actually, maybe wait. Hold on. I might have a better idea. Lily, can you hear me? Lily,
them.
can I check?
Yeah. Also, quick question right now for the three of you. We have half an hour to go to when we usually end the session.
Yeah.
I could go for an hour longer if you guys are up for it, or I can cut it short at 10. What would you guys prefer?
Will there be combat?
That
There
depends
will
on
be
us.
a magnificent combat if you guys desire.
Agreed.
Or
Let's wait.
Let's just cut it off at half.
Let's go to 10:30, then we'll see. How
10.
about that?
Okay,
No,
are you
if
reach
combat starts, then it will take time, is what Mike.
We'll take a call
No,
at 10.
don't worry about that. No worry
Call
about
it.
Cool.
Take a
I
call
just
at
need
10.
you guys to be ready to like maybe spend half an hour more potentially.
Anything for
Alright.
you, DM?
Yeah, I rolled a 18.
An 18? Okay, so what do you do? Describe it to me.
To call Lele?
Oh, wait, Lele. Sorry. I thought you were making that. Okay, so Lele comes. She appears almost immediately by your side. She's like, Bobby, you called. Did I do good yesterday?
You did amazing. Thank you so much for keeping Finn safe.
Telepathically thank her.
Okay, she's very happy. She looks at you, Finn, and her usual cheerfulness, you see it disappear from her face because she looks quite solemn as she looks at you. Like you both now share a secret that the others do.
And then I'll be like, I have a secret for you, and I want you to do something. And I will pull her down and whisper into her ear. Do you think you can take the duck with you?
The duck. I was
Can I roll
expecting
perception?
for another 4-letter word.
Can I roll perception to hear this?
Yeah, you can.
But I have one problem.
I'm fast
That
asleep.
duck is not. I mean, you see that little kobold guy? He cannot be close to the duck. So you think you can take care of it?
Suspicious. Yes. Of course, Bovic, anything for you. She goes over to the turtle and
Oh,
she's like,
before she leaves, I'll give her a small kiss on the cheek, and then
Jesus.
thank you so much.
What are these
Oh,
developments?
wow.
Hello. What?
Fuck explosive battle. What is this explosion? I'm asleep. I can't even react to this in character. Fuck. Well done. Well done, asshole. I would have given you so much shit for this.
I'm trying to whisper into her ear, and as she's about to leave and I'm done conversing, I'm just gonna give her a small peck in the cheek. So that I'm trying to not show the others essentially. And
I rolled an
thank you
18
so
on
much.
perception.
You do see this though. You
I'm
don't
trying not to show other
make an
people. I rolled a
indication.
19 for perception.
You don't make any indication of showing that you have noticed this, but you do. And also Finn's face is the most passive thing. Like if there was a better blank slate, it
There
would.
are no eyebrows. What more do you
There is
want?
nothing. There is nothing. Okay,
Yeah.
so you don't see it's like a mimic or something looking at you because you can see like this mannequin man just staring at you, but you have no idea what
So
he thinks.
creepy. So creepy.
I swear, it's really creepy. But
Yeah.
Lele, though, like a true anime character, you can see like her freakishly fair skin immediately pop to a bright red. Okay, and she's blushing and she's like so flustered and she's like, oh my goodness. And she's just like, she can't talk and she goes and she's like, takes the duck and she just like gives you a flying kiss and her wings wrap around the duck and she disappears.
And yeah, I just tried. Okay, I think the duck is sorted. Lele will take care of it. Let's go, Finn.
Do you
Matata.
really think that's a good idea?
I mean, she
That's such
seems
a
to be very
layered-
helpful.
That's such a layered question. That's such a layered question.
I mean, she's been really helpful for so long. I think the duck will be safe.
I was talking
Seems
about the
pretty-
peck on her cheek.
I mean, she's.
Okay.
I've grown fond of her over our travels.
She's a succubus.
That's. I mean, love comes in all forms, and I'm okay with it. I guess if something develops there, I'm not.
Something
Bias.
develops there, you will die.
If that's what's written, we will figure that. I'm not giving. I've not given her any promises or anything. It's just a small show of affection for now. And is there any way I can whisper to this guy?
Whisper what?
Okay.
I'll go close to Finn and be like, I'm gonna make sure it's such a slow whisper and be like, need her on our side. I need to keep her calm. I need to keep her tamed.
He
Nice,
is
nice.
on our side.
Tamed!
Roll,
Oh my
roll
God.
inside, Finn. Roll inside.
No, but
Yes,
she is on our
so-
side.
I know,
Yeah.
but I don't want to turn. Like I'm like whispering, like making sure Lele cannot hear this. Like I'm like, just in case. I mean, we didn't have the greatest starts, and okay, truthfully, I like her a little bit, but I just don't want her to turn on us anytime. Not the greatest starts in a relationship or any relationship, as you.
You
Keep
remember
moving.
what happened the last
No,
time
no, no.
you sent...
Shh. Okay, no. This is all we're going to talk about.
When
later.
you sent the OwlBear with Lele, the OwlBear
Guys,
returned frightened.
Guys, keep the fuck down. I'm trying to sleep in here.
We're whispering. You can't hear.
Okay. Never mind.
The OwlBear returned fucking frightened. What do you think would happen to a pregnant duck if she goes there?
I did not think of that. Lele! I call her again.
She does not appear. I'm not going to make you roll also for it. I'm just saying it's too soon.
Alright, okay, now it's a done deal.
Also, she's possibly back home writing in her diary. Okay, dear diary, Bobby gave me a peck on the cheek today. It was the
I
most
will took his
romantic
life
moment
out
of
way
my
sooner
life.
than I thought I would get the chance to.
Yes. I mean, it's too late now. She's already gone with it. She doesn't seem to be responding. So just go ahead. I mean, it's one less headache. We have this little guy, and I don't know.
Okay, let's go.
Eldon's asleep. Let's just keep move. We'll figure it when it comes to it.
Eldon is
And I
trying to be asleep.
Trying to be asleep.
Well, and I'll scream this: sleep harder.
Oh, I didn't.
And yeah, we'll just keep.
Tomorrow.
We'll get going.
Or 11.
I'm just setting your token.
Sure. And as we walk, I'll look at the Cobalt and Finn. Finn, you really don't know where you came from?
He knows that his place is on the way to the lake, and he's not lying.
No. I mean, you really don't remember anything about your past life?
No, if I would remember, I would not be listening to this little idiot.
I mean, where did you wake up? I mean, after you died, you would have woken up somewhere.
We will not talk about that.
Alright, fair enough.
Oh.
Your past is your past.
Then not divulging. Interested? Very interested.
Alright. Do you know how far you are from this castle or lake. I don't seem to be getting any clue about this. And as I look around, is it still decayed trees and a decayed forest, or is it like going more lush now?
Give me a nature check or a perception check, investigation check.
I
You
will.
too, Finn, if you're looking around or you want to notice something.
I want to ask the king. Hey,
Okay.
king, whatever. How far?
And he's looking around. I'd like you also, Finn, to give me either a nature check or an investigation check. He's like, you see the king looking around. He's trying to look for some sort of visible spots that he recognizes. He's just like, that tree. Yes, I know that tree. I think that leads homeward. Your it's your
Magic
stone
stone.
is flickering because even the stone is like he's so indecisive. Even the stone doesn't know whether he's lying or not.
I have an 8 on perception, but
I
I'm
got a
only leaning down.
14 on.
Okay. So
I
the
am
one thing,
asleep.
you're asleep. I'd say so. When you look around, you're trying to look for some sort of markings or something that could describe it, but you're so focused on trying not to slap the shit out of the scoreboard that you don't really take an like a note as to what is around you. Bovik, on the other hand, since earlier as well, you did see that the forest was decaying. You look now and you see more signs of like rummage. There seems to be like a feeling that maybe a pack or a tribe or something has traveled through these lands. You see the water, and the water seems to be depleting quite quickly. It also looks a lot more muddy than usual. It doesn't look very clean. But the grass also around you seems to be wilting. It's not a vibrant green anymore. It's slowly turning to a brown, and it doesn't look as dead as some parts of the places that you've seen. But you do notice that it seems like the same knoll camp that you had encountered earlier, the same markings that they had left around the spider cave, seem to be around here as
And as I
well.
notice this, I'll be like, I think we have to be careful around here. I see markings on the trees and the ground. Seems similar to those creatures we faced before. Just keep an eye out, Finn. Matata, I look at Matata and like tap it, give him that signal of look around, keep your eyes and ears out. And I mean generally things get lusher as we go towards the lake. Right, this is getting more dead. Strange.
Okay.
Do you know anything about this, little king?
The lands, they seem to have been dying out. We don't really know why, but I've heard stories. I've heard stories that say that that creature that you have, and he actually takes a moment to look around and notices that that turtle isn't around here. And you do, for a second, see that surprise and that disappointment, but it's quickly replaced by a very passive face that looks at you. And he says, the turtle, the library, I have read books about it. I have read that says that this weird creature with a duck and the back of a turtle, that it's supposedly a guardian of the forest. I have to be honest, I haven't really seen it before, but I have heard that if a turtle were to stay near a riverbank, it will rid it of all its poisons, of all its toxins, of all the waste that is carried around it. It takes only a turtle to purify it. And Bovik, you do have this indication. Then you notice that your stone is not shining; it is still dull. Bovik, you do, from your understanding of how different creatures work and how of the turtle, how you had seen it act the night before as well. You do have an understanding that it's basically kind of like, imagine a really fancy garbage disposal.
Yeah.
So it would basically eat up any of the toxins and anything around it. It can survive off it, but because in doing so, it brings a lot of purity to the water. It
Yeah.
brings life to the forest, and that's how it functions. Like the way that a vulture or a scavenger works.
Cleans up. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what the
Ah.
duck's purpose is.
Ah,
And
that makes sense. And I'll be like, I'll remember what happened with the berries and what it was doing yesterday. I'll just give it a nod and that's it.
okay, I'd say at about this time you would be up, Elder.
What did I miss? What did I
Hey,
Oh, you
good,
missed quite a show.
good. Wait. We're not. Finn, that's between us. That's
But
not.
we never decided that.
No. I don't want Lele to be hearing anything. Just keep that between us. He doesn't need to know. And hey, good morning, sunshine.
So way too happy to see him.
Yeah.
I will
I mean-
telepathically tell him he kissed Lele.
I will
Finn
look at
is
Finn.
such a tea spiller, dude. Everything I didn't expect him to tell you guys about the decanter, but he went straight ahead and did it.
I will look at Finn. Oh really?
Yes.
My Bowick.
What just
Boy
happened?
doesn't know this.
What just happened?
You tell me. You tell me what just happened.
Nothing happened. You didn't miss much. I mean, we've been walking
fun.
for a very long time.
Fist pump.
Okay.
Cool.
What is
What's
that
the plan
about?
for today? What's the plan for today? Let's go. Who's leading
Um,
the way?
Finn
This little
is-
runt.
Okay, I mean,
Alright. I'll walk up with you. Come, let's go.
I'm like utterly confused at this point, and I'm like just trailing back a little at this point. Back. I look at Matata and be like, so confused. What just happened?
Oh, by the way, Matata not so comfortable.
Oh, you're just not used to him. He's amazing. He's like a big fur ball. Look at him, and I'm like,
100%
tried-
yes when he's not walking.
I mean, I fell on deep on him a lot of times.
He
Really
has
comfortable.
protruding like shoulder blades.
I mean, if you
what?
can,
It's
you
fine.
can, you can. It's perfectly fine if you snuggle right in between.
You're clearly
I have-
into skinny things.
You have
so
a problem.
That's fine.
You have a problem with shoulder blades.
No. He likes exposed shoulder blades, so it's fine.
All right. I mean, I'll just hang back at this point, and I'll be talking to Matata and like muttering little things about throughout the day, and talking to him about Finn and Eldon and things like that.
So while me and Finn are leading forward.
Just right before that, Jeevan, I've been moving the tokens on the map, so just.
There's a map?
I'm pretty sure it's getting updated. Oh yeah. Oh my. Yeah.
Oh, there's a map.
Amazing. While I'm in front with Finn, I will just whisper right with your mind voice. I don't know how to do that.
Voice.
Yeah, with your voice. What do you mean they kissed? Was it like mouth to mouth or like what?
Love this tea that is being. I mean, like the tea that's being spilled here is amazing.
I tell him that he called Lele to take the duck, so that duck is not in danger, and then after that he
Questionable
pecked her on the
decision.
cheek. I know, but before I could understand what's happening, Lele already went away.
Yeah. Second part's also questionable.
Yeah.
It's not like he's infatuated. It's like he's falling for.
I have no idea. He says he has to keep her on our side, but the thing is, she is already on our side.
Oh, it's
So
exactly.
I think he's gonna die.
Yeah, you know what? Okay, I like Dele. Like, not gonna lie, she seems very chill, but she is still a succubus, so might suck her soul out. So it's so
Exactly.
conflicting. It's a curse. Like, we know it's a curse. Even though her whatever she used to be good and all of that. But You know what?
Yeah. So
And
I
okay,
guess
okay, all things considered, I'm overthinking it. But my base gut instinct is Bovix needed to have gotten Bovix like if how do I say this? That guy needs to get laid, man. Like seriously. I think that's my problem with him. He's just so stuck.
maybe we'll find a halfling for him in this kingdom. Let's see.
I
He's
don't.
into that, right?
But if the saying is true, once you go succubus, you don't go back. So
Well, I guess. What was Lele before she was a succubus, though?
who the hell cares? I think she was elf, human, elf. One.
I guess we'll find out when we see the paladin.
If we see the paladin.
Oh, we have to. We need the satchel from him.
Yeah, that's. Also,
His
buddy,
mites are gonna hurt a lot.
your stuff, whatever your stuff is, if you want to talk about it, you let me know. I will promise not to laugh.
Mm. Mm. Maybe
Cool.
we'll talk once I know more.
Complicated people I'm traveling with. Let's go. Chop chop.
Eldon.
Yeah.
B100, please.
I don't.
Again?
I don't like you. Okay, wow. You randomly do stuff like this. I'm just like, 33, into 11,
33.
into 22, and we have Satan also.
Oh, into 2 only, not into 22.
No, 666, right?
Wait, so how
Oh,
much?
666.
How much did you get?
90.
Fine.
Yeah,
And
33 into. Nope, never mind.
yeah,
Horrible.
that's
That's
completely
bad,
off.
bad. That is completely off.
Okay, you got 33, right?
Yeah.
33 into 22.
Oh, okay.
No, that's also off.
No.
It's 33 into 222. That's right.
Into 222.
No,
What is
that's also wrong.
what is this math, man?
Boys, I am really tripping out. Why can't I do basic math?
33
I
into 20
can't.
plus 6.
So
Guys,
33 into 11 is Shema. Your game can wait. Give me a moment. 33 into 11 is 363. Oh boy.
Plus 3.
Okay, fine, Shema. Your game.
Plus
We'll
3
go
into
with
2.
your game. This is all being recorded on the internet, guys. I don't want to do this on the internet.
honestly, while you're making this calculation, Eldon, give me a 1d10.
Three again.
A 3!
Now into 2.
Now into 2, yeah.
How
Okay,
my math is perfect.
The dice cards have made our math easy.
so it's weird though, but while Eldon's talking to you, Finn, and you notice this, because Bovik's still hanging out and chatting with Matata. You see the king sulking as he's walking.
Volvik is hiding a semi. Sorry,
You look
I
at
can't
all-
forget that we're. Why did I say that?
You see all this happening, and you're looking at this thing. Finn, you're looking at Eldon's face, okay? And he's still getting up and he's yawning. And he does this and he's rubbing his eyes. And you look at his face and, that youngish, rugged charm that he has, that boyish charm,
Yeah.
just seems to get even more boyish. As his features start to soften. And he looks a little younger.
Eldon, your night cream seems to be working.
That's why I use it. Why?
You. How old are you supposed to look? Like, sometimes people are a certain age, but they look a different age.
43.
Well, you look 40 now.
Oh.
Okay, that would not be noticeable, I'm guessing.
Yeah, it's very slight.
Like
His light,
wrinkles are missing essentially.
the wrinkles have
As far as
reduced.
you know, it's just a fucking cream.
Yeah, maybe I'm imagining this.
It's
Never
very
mind.
weird because his skin looks smoother, but
Also, I
And
need to note down
you
somewhere
feel
that I'm 43 now.
you're feeling like this thing though. You're feeling like a little more energetic than you felt, and you're just like, wow, that is fantastic nap. I feel young again, okay? And at this moment, while you guys are talking about this, it seems to feel like as if the whole world starts to shift. You don't notice it immediately, but you do feel like the sunlight around you starts to dissipate at a rapid pace. You don't understand why the skies are growing darker, but you hear the sound of a multitude of birds just in the sky. And when you look forward to where the sun is, right across you, wait, you're traveling south, sun rises from the east. Yeah.
On our right.
Oh, that's a DM. Oh, okay.
Sorry, I was trying to think where the sun would go. Yeah, so
We're failing math. We're failing high school crushes. We're failing like geography. Everything is happening.
so you see that where the sunlight is coming from, a weird swarm, a weird cloud seems to be over it. It seems to be moving. The sunlight doesn't reach you, and you do feel like a slight darkness settling around the area. But you do see in this board of this body of like this, I don't know, like a horde of these creatures clustered together. Maybe like Bovik, looking at it, you don't notice that they're migrating birds is what you immediately think of.
Right.
And they seem to be going like right ahead of you to settle down somewhere. And as they pass by and settle down, the sunlight reaches you again.
Do I notice what kind of birds they are, or do I know anything about migration patterns?
Give me a nature check.
Something was not right just now.
I turn around and stop. While I'm guessing the kobold keeps walking,
16.
then gets tugged and stops. I'm gonna tell
Hey.
these guys. Remember last time when we reached the fucking Feywild portal?
Yep.
This weird shit happened then also.
Thinking same thing too.
There might be something nearby.
Right.
You little runt. Where the fuck are you taking us? I'm talking to kobold.
Okay, he's just like, he looks at those things and he doesn't have a face of fear. He has a face of pure disgust, okay? And he looks at that, body, that swamping body, and he goes like, ah, disgusting. But we are the right way if they are there.
Stone?
Sorry?
Stone? What does the stone say?
Yeah. The stone doesn't glow at all. This dude just seems really disgusted, and he's looking at all of you, and he's just like, do you have a cloth or something that I could put over me? I do not want to wish to dirty my robes again.
Are they pigeons, Shema? Ah. We were
Vovik,
like,
you do notice, Vovik, that the birds seem to have a grayish body with black tips on their feathers. You can't see the eyes from here right now, but you do have an indication that they're a special variant of a common fowl, the pigeon in particular.
still
Okay,
very They're going
that-
to TTK us with a fucking pigeon.
What's even more weird is as you travel forward a little more, you look around looking for signs, you're still keeping an active eye out. You see around you as you're coming, you see a lot of feathers that have fallen about, you see bird droppings all around you, and the more you walk, the more this mess becomes almost disastrous, it's disgusting almost. The smell is terrible, but what you see in front of you is a town. Do you venture into the town? Or do you move past?
A town.
Mm-hmm.
And before that, I'll look at the little king and be like, "You never mentioned there's a town here." What?
What,
All
what do you think
continents
kings
have
are
towns?
kingdoms of?
Huh?
Sorry?
Shiva, what did you say?
I said don't all continents, fuck, continents have towns.
Today is not
I
our
mean,
day.
Where is
you.
your castle?
Yeah, where's your castle? Where?
My
You never
castle is
told.
the lost kingdom, settled deep into the forest. But
Um,
right now we've ventured more to the, what would you say, the more common land. I'm assuming that since you're following the riverbed, you are going towards the Great Lake that will take us not through mostly forest, it will take us through many cities as
You
well.
were the one leading us this
Yeah.
way.
Hey, don't put the blame on me. I know exactly where I'm going.
Don't,
Your stone shines.
you
But,
idiot.
so basically, he's gotten lost and like taken you around.
And
But
he's gaslighting us.
seeing this town, he does recognize it. He's not lying to you about that. He does know that his kingdom is somewhere close by, but you do have a feeling, all of you innately, that this is a dude who's possibly not really ventured out of his kingdom or castle for like many, many years. And right now, he's just picking up on signs he might have seen while he was running away. But he doesn't really like finding his way back home is a little hard for him. And he's possibly using you as bodyguards to make ensure that he has a safe return back, and also so that, as you said, he can.
So, even though this fucking idiot does not know where we're going, we're still following the river south. So, we're on the right track to our quest.
Yep.
Okay.
So, we can just keep
So,
going.
do you want to enter? You want to go into the town?
Yes, you don't have any fucking weapons. You should probably buy some.
Not that it will make much of a difference to our battle capabilities, but might as well keep you safe.
Hey,
Yeah, I
hey,
mean-
we could maybe buy that, but that's fair. And I also need to get some food from Matata. He's been
You should
hunting
probably
in the.
pick up some pigeon shit so you can feed it to the duck. It's poisonous, I hear.
Or flowers. You know, flowers
Right,
are always
flowers.
nice.
But
I
the
don't
duck wants
want-
poison.
But yeah, the duck we saw, he wants poison. He wants toxic things.
I mean, no, flowers flowers
For
for me, Bovik. I want flowers. Can you fucking go get my flowers?
okay, I mean,
It's customary.
sure. For what? Like,
Where I'm
is it
from.
customary for? Really?
Yeah.
Okay, alright. I'll find some flowers for you as well. Like, do you have any particular
well?
preference?
It's customary where you're from also?
No. I mean, with the shield and the tools that I'm like to like.
Got it. Okay. Cool.
Do you have any preference for what kind of flowers?
Something with hues of black and like pale and like Finn, help me out here. What flowers do you think would be good?
How would he know? You said
He
it's your
wants you to-
custom.
He wants you to buy
Finn?
flowers for Lele when she comes back with the duck.
Wait, what? How do you know? How? What's happening? Did you tell him, Finn?
He saw the duck was missing. I think he can put one and one together.
I like give him a stare.
Yeah, dude, listen. The duck and Lele are getting it on, okay? I'm sorry.
That's what she's into. That's fine. I'm also into animals.
I respect. Ah! You know what? I think a night in the town away from the both of you might do me some actual fucking good for my sanity. Let's go.
So do you still want the flowers?
Shove it up your ass, dude. Let's go.
Alright, fine, then we'll go into the town.
Ashwin, I love you as a person. I just need to reiterate that. Povik is just so much fun to pick on.
Okay, so couple of quick questions. First, it is 10. Do you guys want to go on? It might take about half an hour to 45 minutes more.
I think I'm good with half an hour, yeah.
Yeah, when do we start worrying about time? Let's go, yo.
Okay, cool. Second, I need more intense music for this. Third,
All right.
roll initiative.
Huh? Okay.
We've accept Lele. Just come to kill us.
I have a 7.
Why?
Okay.
Why would you like give it away, Kush?
Huh?
Why would you give it away? Ah, damn it.
So I'm also assuming that the kobold took his blade back. Okay.
Okay.
No, wait, I thought he
Oh.
had it.
Let him have a fucking
Oh, yeah.
dagger. I don't care.
He also has a scepter.
Yeah. Here's that.
23.
Kush, do you have any
23.
intense battle music?
I can look for something.
Wait,
Playing on rhythm,
23.
no?
What is
Yeah.
yours, Push?
7.
7. What is yours, Vovik?
19.
Why? Nice. Okay.
Matata goes after me, by the way.
Correct. And
What's the music command? /P.
No. -P.
you guys can also do it straight to OwlBear if you want.
No, it's easier to do the
Okay, so let me know when you guys are ready. So I'm going to set the scene till then. You start approaching this town. Okay, looking at it, it seems to be quite desolate. There doesn't seem to be any sort of life around it. You're looking for signs of maybe somebody there, maybe a guard to visit you, maybe at least people loitering around, but you see none. Instead, you see splash all over the trees, over the ground, over rocks and buildings. It's just bird shit. Bird shit everywhere. The closer you get to the gate, there's like dead pigeons lying on the ground. You have to like walk over them, making it difficult terrain.
Wow.
What are you doing?
Difficult terrain for both, for everybody but Eldor. And you see this.
Oh,
Oh
What?
man.
what do I see?
That's a city.
Yeah.
It's
I'm
filled
just
with
gonna show
birds. Are you serious?
I'm
Filled
just
with
showing.
birds.
Giant birds.
Where are we?
You are at this end. You guys can zoom in. Okay.
Okay.
So you guys are here. So I just made the birds a little bigger because you can't see them.
Okay, but they're bird size. They're like pigeon size. They're not
Yeah,
like
yeah, they're
fucking
pigeon
Oh,
size.
okay.
chocobos.
But I'll just give you guys one free action to do whatever you want because you've just walked into this. You notice that the ground is covered with a lot of dead fowl, like this area. One sec.
Dead fowl.
Yeah, there's like a lot of dead
Oh.
pigeons here. And everywhere you go, there seems to be wreckage. There seems to be like buildings covered again, like I said, with poo. You just cannot like find any person around. The stench, especially, is absolutely unbearable. And because of that,
I don't breathe.
yeah, you're good, you're good. So you see all these birds, they don't seem to have noticed you yet. What is it that you guys would like to do?
Stay. What's going on here? Do you know what this caused this? And I just keep looking around. I'm like talking to myself at this point.
Okay. What about you, Finn and Eldar?
Pigeons caused it, obviously. Is the
Um,
hey little runt? What is this place?
So the kobold though has refused to walk in with you. He has seen these monstrosities before.
I thought he's tied to a rope.
Yeah, I'm pulling him along.
Oh my
Yeah.
god. He is like straining against your rope. He's just like, no, it's too filthy. It's too filthy. Don't take me in there. I don't want to see all that. It's terrible. Ah, it's a stench. Okay, he takes his cape and he's tugging at your rope. He literally like takes his blade and cuts it at this point to get away. And he's like,
He doesn't have a
"Wait
blade.
till-" He has his.
You've
Wait,
not taken
you
his
gave that-
position. You only
Yeah.
took we only took the sword.
Oh.
Sword.
Okay, then so he's pulling at the rope, asking me, "Let go, okay, and he's just like really, he's just like does not want to go in. He's just very disgusted.
So,
Now,
I look at him and I'm like, jump on top of Finn. You can stay safe from the poop.
Don't you fucking dare come close to me.
okay, so you guys walk in. I am going to start battle now. So first, starting with you, Eldon. You see these birds, sitting on treetops. You look at the way that they look. You don't really see much of them from here, but you see that you've seen regular pigeons before, but these look a little weird. For one thing, they look slightly zombie-like, like they're missing feathers at different parts. The body seems to be a little larger than usual. Their eyes, the red maniac eyes that they have, look even more crazy and at larger proportion of their face. Also, when you're looking at some of them, you notice that a couple of them have maybe an arrow or two even through, but doesn't seem to have hurt them.
An arrow or two. That is cue for Eldon to be worried now.
Okay.
Guys, something is not right here. Something is not right at all.
Can I? Acha, it's his turn. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, your turn.
I want to.
So, essentially, guys, as me as a DM telling you all, if you want to explore this town at all, you'll have to kill every single pigeon.
Okay. Bonus
Yeah.
action. I will
I'll be back.
cast Shadow Blade and
Okay.
bring it up. You know what? Might as well. Fire blast onto the nearest pigeon.
Okay.
Fireball. This one.
Firebolting pigeons.
Which one?
This one.
Okay, go for it.
They're not normal pigeons. They're not looking at me nice.
Okay.
I would know. I've killed pigeons before. That's a hit. That's 19 plus 8. 17.
Yeah, that hits.
Oh, wait, 1 second. 1 second. It's been a while since I played this character. Oh my god. Yeah. 3-8 damage.
Okay, while Eldon is
That is
trying...
sorry. Yeah, that is 12 plus thing. Oh,
Is this damage?
no. Yeah, I need to roll. Sorry, I need to roll 2d10s. My bad. I was rolling damage for my Shadow Blade. So 2d10 is a 9 points of damage.
9 points of
Fireball.
damage?
Yeah.
It disappears. I mean, it dies right there. It becomes like fried chicken almost.
Do the other birds look at me more angrily?
Yeah, unfortunately, as soon as you do that though,
Okay, fuck. Okay.
every single bird in, I'd say, right now, I'd say 50-meter radius, right here. I'm not sure if you guys can see it. Here. All these birds stare at you.
Okay.
What are you doing,
guys,
Eldon?
Guys, we have trouble. Guys, not normal birds. Birds don't look at you once you kill their friends.
They all look at you, they're waiting for you to do something else.
Eldon is actually a little worried because this is unsettling and he's just gonna sidestep behind Finn. That's his turn.
Okay, Bobik, it's your turn. What are you going to do? You saw that Eldon just got freaked out and firebolted a pigeon that was just staring him down. It literally turned into KFP.
What is this town called?
Kentucky.
Oh,
I'll call
Odium
it.
Lythi.
Wait, what is it called? It's called.
OFP.
Is the town called? The Durtle is up ahead, so it is called Legion.
LFP.
Yeah.
Okay, start
LFP.
killing birds, boys.
I don't have a lot of attacks per turn.
Oh, wait,
I mean,
you're
not
on
only
mute.
one. I can twin it though.
That makes sense. I was talking to myself.
Oh.
Alright. So I will look around. I will see that Eldon took out a thing. I'll be like, wait, why are we attacking the pigeons?
Not
I
normal
don't get
pigeons.
this.
Not normal pigeons. There's an arrow sticking out of that and it's still alive.
Alright, fine. Matata. And I will use my action Wild Shape onto Matata.
Okay.
And he will change into an giant ape, like a silverback ape.
Okay.
And beat his chest for a bit, and I'll be like, alright, this is going to be weird. And I will grab. It's action to use Wild Shape. No? Yeah, action. I will grab. I can't do it. I just sat there.
Okay, so guys, I'm just putting
Bovik,
black
being Bovik.
circles on the ones that are on roofs. Okay, so those ones are flying. The ones without the black circle are on the ground.
I'm
Okay.
sad that what? Remember the item we talked about? The transformation item? You know what I was planning to do if it would basically turn me into the animal that I've seen the previous day? I would have gone Lele right now.
Oh, yeah. You can look like her, but
That will be useful
Yeah.
later. Right? A shrimp.
Don't you?
but you didn't see her though. Oh, and yeah.
No,
you
she
saw
did
her.
it last night.
Lele, like
Yeah, last night.
Yeah, last night you saw. Okay, so moving to Matata, what is he doing?
Matata is going to essentially walk a few steps ahead of me, like about 5 feet, and wait for anything to come close to him with his fist. And he's going to hold 2 punch attacks,
Okay.
fist attacks.
At that point, you see these birds fly towards all of you.
Where's Matata?
He went from D&D to Birdemic.
I got him.
Okay, awesome. So these birds start flying towards you all.
If anything comes within range, Matata is going to pat.
Okay, Matata takes strikes at these two. Can you let me know?
Yeah.
These two guys here.
1 sec.
That's way too like high tempo music for bird.
Yeah, for birds.
It almost makes it cathartic, like as if the pigeons were in the right, and we just like fighting them for no
Right.
reason.
I
You
got
don't know it.
2 attacks.
Yeah,
One
Romans of the
is 22 and 21.
Both hit.
Both hit.
I'm just
Alright.
going to let you guys know from now that their AC is 5.
Oh,
So
I have a plus 10 to hit.
I have a +5 on Matata itself to hit.
okay, so let's just assume that you go directly for attack. So just keep telling me how you kill each pigeon instead. Make it as cinematic as you want.
Alright. For the damage, it did a total of 14 points of damage.
Yeah, it's out.
One of them is out.
Did you do it to both of them, or did it?
No. See, here's the thing. If one fist attack done for one guy and one, that would be equal to
I'm honestly, Matata as a
8.
giant ape could just take one pigeon.
Yeah,
and get
one
it
one pigeon gets 8 damage and the other one gets 9 damage if it's 2.
Both are dead.
Oh, both are dead, yeah. So
Yeah.
as you see them approach, Matata sees these pigeons approach. He just puts his fist out, grabs both of them, looks at me, and I'll give him a nod and you just slowly crush them as they come.
Oh. Awesome. So that's these two pigeons that are out. Meanwhile, the others that come flocking around you, just come overhead you guys. You can see as it seems to have cast like quite of a shadow around you. And I need you guys to roll, all of you, to roll a Constitution saving throw.
Okay, including Matata, I'm assuming.
Also,
Shay.
Matata as well.
Guess
Oh,
what
nice.
the fuck I roll?
What?
Nat 20. Of course I roll a nat 20 against fucking pigeons.
I got 22 total.
22 total. Okay.
And I got 11, and Matata got. Oh fuck, 3.
This guy. Oh, he just made it. Okay. So you see, like, all of you, right? You watch as Matata goes to, crush these two pigeons. Eldon, you immediately are like, oh fuck, this isn't a really good idea. And you, you just kind of you see these pigeons come at you. You're just like, fuck no, fuck no, fuck no. You're waiting for something really bad to happen. Govik, you and Finn notice the same thing. The king, honestly, he's already covering himself with his thing, and you see these flock of pigeons come right over you and start shooting shit at all of you, pooping on all of you, and you evade each one. But as you look up, as these pigeons settle down and stare at you once more, you look back at Matata, and he's truly silverback now.
Ah! Yeah.
Oh,
We
buddy!
need to have a discussion about implementing safety and anti-trauma systems into our games now.
You see, and he takes.
No way they take damage from a...
He
Sure.
takes.
Dude,
Are we taking damage from being shat on?
Yeah, he
It is
takes
blessing.
6
Amazing.
points of disease damage because he's now covered in filth and
1
mites.
point.
Oh,
How much? How many points?
5 points.
Wow. Okay.
Dude,
wish-
it's
Shema,
like
is this regarding the discussion we had on Discord the other day? Is that where you're getting this from?
Dude, I had this planned ever since I looked for Pigeon Pie when we started this. But yeah, that's why I was dying to do this. But yeah, he is coated in poop. You see these pigeons, they're readying themselves for another attack. Possibly they're going to peck you next. Finn, it's your turn now. What would you like to do?
I'm going to cast Chill Touch
Okay.
to grab one of them, bring him to me, and I want to see if they are undead or reborn.
Okay.
Oh.
So use your action to
Oh
do that.
shit!
And
I can quicken the spell to make the cantrip a bonus action, and I can use my action
Wait,
to
are you using
investigate.
Mage Hand or
It's actually using Chill Touch.
Chill Touch? Da. Chill Touch. It can't grab stuff.
I don't think you can
It's a
grab.
hand.
It's described as a hand. Okay, fine. Up to the DM.
I'd say you can do it just because you're a sorcerer and things work in
sorcerer's
weird ways.
versatility.
And, it's just because you're a sorcerer and it would annoy G1.
And it would annoy you.
Fine.
I'm all for the setting the scene here.
Yeah, I
So
know.
your
joking,
hand
but-
reaches out and grabs this bird, It's like it's how like a pigeon reacts, right? And its face just turns like this. It does that, and it's going. And you hold it and you look at it, and you're not really able to make out what sort of creature it is. You do have an inkling that it's a sort of monstrous pigeon. It's not like a normal pigeon. It's not really undead, but it seems to have dabbled in some weird form of necromancy.
It's a pigeon. What is it dabbling in?
Oh, if Bovik makes a guess, I'll let you know the answer to that because he
Oh.
knows the answer to this already.
Oh, what? Why does you? That's 11 points of damage
Lele
also, by
kills
the way.
all of them. That's why they're like this.
You crush the pigeon. What do you do? Do you just crush it in your chill touch hand, in your greenish hand? Is it blue? Is it blue? Yeah, it is blue hand.
If it is undead, will it heal?
If you crush it.
Yeah,
if
because it's necrotic damage.
No. It's done. It's dead.
Okay, then it just kind of starts to decay inside the stand and then just drops down.
Oh wow. Okay, so you can see as like the body starts to crumble, and it's like you can see the blood almost like falling out, and your spectral hand is basically just left with some weird feathers in it. What do you do?
Is any other pigeon close by? Which I in my melee range?
Yeah, you have like 6 right up on top.
So was the spell my bonus action? Did I use the thing, or did you just allow me to inspect it?
Yeah, I just allowed you to do the whole thing in that action.
Okay, then bonus action, I'm gonna stab with a dagger, which
Do
is
you have to? No, it won't be possible. Yeah, you'll need to use your action as a.
I have 2 weapon fighting in bonus action.
But you need to use a weapon in the first one.
Yeah.
Oh,
Your
check.
reaction.
Correct.
Then you have to switch hands. We've gone through this so many times. I won't forget.
Way too often. Wait till Friday's game. There's a few differences to 2-weapon fighting in Star Wars 5e. Have fun, Kush.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not fighting at all in Star Wars game. But anyway, let's not talk about that. Yeah, that's it. That's my turn.
Okay, so that's your turn. That is going to the king, who immediately like leap. Wait, I didn't put him. He is here. Okay, who immediately, you wouldn't expect this from him, but he leaps forward, takes his scepter, and takes a hit at this one, and then in the same sort of motion tries to hit this as well. He rolls for both. I mean, honestly,
He has
should I?
more attacks than me.
Yeah, you're a sorcerer.
Oh wow, that was a crit.
I mean, I
for
could
no
have twinned
reason.
it.
Oh.
So I'm just going to do this for thematic purposes and also to make him look cooler than you guys. But he basically leaps onto the stone, takes the scepter, and with the sort of movement that you have a feeling that he's had to deal with this before, he takes a scepter and just whacks one pigeon so hard that it goes and slams into a second one, slams into a third one. This is because he rolled 2 nat 20s also, by the way.
Oh.
Wow.
Yeah.
He
Slam.
has some
Yeah, I know.
really nice pinatas in his castle.
Amazon dice. Amazing. Okay. But like, hits all 3 of them and takes out like 3 birds in one swipe. And then he settles down, looks at all 3 of you in a sort of like, that's how you do it.
Mm.
Cool.
Impressive.
Okay, now
Alright.
it's it's the pigeon's turn again. You see like
Again.
yeah, I've taken it as according to distance basically. So wait, this is yeah. So you see these start to come towards you. Coming there.
Dude, there are so many. My God.
Every nook and cranny of this map has a pigeon, dude.
Yeah, it really does.
How
So
far can
AoE
they
Let's go
go?
spells,
around the
guys.
city.
Go for AoE spells.
How far? How
I-
far can they go?
How far can they fly?
Yeah.
I'm being nice to you guys because they can actually fly 120.
Yeah.
So yeah, these guys make their way up to you. I'd like you all to make one more con save.
Finn, I hope you have AoE spells, Finn, because I fucking don't.
I have a few, but I don't want to use spells for these motherfuckers. It's a dirty 20.
17 for Bovik, 11 for Matata.
Awesome. And you?
6.
Eldon? Amazing. So, like, having seen what happened last time, all of you waited and, you're able to get past it. Like, Bovik, you use,
Would this help if I use shield?
you want to use shield against
No, wait. It's an
pigeonhole.
attack. It's not
It's a save.
Yeah,
not
that's the
an
thing.
attack.
I have no idea what kind of thing this is. What damage? Yeah.
Okay, so
Disease damage.
It's disease. I'm assuming like once it shits on us, all the smell gets to the person, or like the nastiness of it, and he takes.
My immediate reaction is like shield absorb elements. Shield absorb elements. Now I'm just like, but
oh my god.
It's just like the stench of it takes like your life out of you.
Yeah.
The one answer to like in between these two butts is paladin.
Yeah, it's you know what
Immune to disease.
you know
Yeah.
you know what it is though? Even you take 4 points of disease damage. But I will read exactly how this is written, okay?
So I want to hear that. Go for
Yeah.
it.
You get 4 points of emotional damage. Okay. You are disgusted by the poop on you. And everyone around you is distracted now because of the stench just coming off you.
Getting
So
way
all
too
of
close
you
to
are
that.
going to have like disadvantages on your attack rolls.
I mean, we hit either way. What is the point of disadvantage?
Yeah, it makes no difference. But just know that while you're role playing it, you're actively making like snide remarks at Eldon covered in poop. Okay, he looks like a beautiful white
Don't you thumbs up
snow
at me,
fairy,
boy.
right?
Don't you thumbs up at me.
Okay, and that takes it back to Eldon's turn. What would you like to do? You're covered in shit. You have these pigeons in front of you. What would you like to do?
The one day I don't pack fireball.
Is this
Hmm.
and as he's doing that, Bo could be like, "Is this your day cream?"
I can't smell, so.
Hey, that's cheating.
It's a trade, dude. It's an actual trade. It's not just flavor.
Bovik, I'll show you my day cream soon enough, dude. And I will or what do I do? It's a bunch of pigeons. I don't have any AoE spells. God damn it.
I love that you guys are actually getting boggled down by these pigeons.
This is the hardest encounter yet. It's designed against Eldon too.
Hmm.
Shit, man. I will just hit it with my bloody Shadow Blade then. Like, fuck everything else. And I rolled a 2.
Oh my god!
Oh, wait,
you
it hits.
don't
It auto hits. It auto hits. Oh, man.
right? 2
Yeah.
plus 5.
D8. 9 points of damage plus 5 actually. 14 points of damage.
Yeah, takes it out. Which one are you going for? Is it this one? On the front?
Pick one, shit. Anything.
Okay, so that one's out. Anything else? I'm just going to also assume you move forward because otherwise
Yeah.
you can't hit.
I will move, instead of moving forward, that I will move like towards this angle so that That's pigeons? I don't know. That's a thing, right? Yeah, that's a thing.
Okay. So you come forward like this, take out a pigeon, come here, and now you're standing with these two pigeons in front of you. What are you doing?
That's my turn. I have no
Okay, so
AoE. I will just take a single turn for a single. I don't even have double attack yet.
okay, then what are you doing, Bovik?
And see Bovic first be like, "Oh, that day cream's nasty," and you will see him move his hands around in a weird pattern, and you will see him take up a bit of brimstone, crush it, and then take some powdered iron from his satchel, crush it onto the brimstone, release, and you will see a fireball just erupt from a small thing into a 5-foot sphere that encompasses
Oh,
these
well, amazing.
two. Where is this? Where is the pointer? This area?
Okay.
Can you put like a
Oh, and in the same turn, you can move through all of them. Oh, nice.
yes?
Wait, how much radius is it?
It's 5 feet. I don't know how to measure this 5 feet here.
Okay.
Oh, one token is 5 feet. Was mad.
Yeah, when you paste it onto the thing, it auto pastes 5 feet.
So you're taking these three, right?
No, it's only 5 feet, so it's only can take out one, I guess. I don't know.
No, and then you can move the spear also as part of.
Yeah, bonus action. But I can only hit one at a time, Shema.
No, dude. I'm telling you, you can, like, don't look at the map. I'm saying you can get all. They're like so clustered close together. I'd say you get three at least.
3 at least. Okay, fine.
But if you want, honestly, Berwick, I would allow you to. What was your attack roll? Can you
Just
make an
move
attack
them through each of
There's
the.
no attack roll. Yeah, there's no attack roll. There's a Constitution save each of the dexterity save that they have to make with them.
roll? Okay. What's the
15.
Move the
15. I don't think they're gonna get it.
Each of them should take half.
Oh, one survival.
No. It
Still half damage.
Yeah,
It's
you
half
roll the
damage.
damage. If it has one hit point, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't have one hit point. Kush,
each of them take 3 points of damage.
3 points. Oh, so they look badly hurt, but they're not out yet.
And after that, as bonus action, I'm going to move that spear to the one to the 3 on the other side.
Okay, go for it.
Dexterity saving throw again for you.
Nope.
That's 10 points of damage.
Oh, they're all gone then. So you see as this, like, do you want to describe how you do it? So you kill the last 3.
So as the fireball appears in front of them, in front of the first 3, I can't see what's inside, so I just instinctively move it with my hand over to the other 3, and I see that these 3 are still alive. And as it moves, you can see as the spear engulfs one of the first pigeons, it just bursts into flames. The second one bursts into flames, and then now there's just a massive sphere of flames in front of Matata and Eldon. And we like, and I'll be like, I wonder if they're tasty, and I'll just hold it there.
Okay. Is Matata? What is Matata doing?
And after that, you're gonna see Matata run towards the closest one that is there.
Okay.
How and yeah, and take. Actually, no. Sorry. He's gonna actually just stay put where he is
Okay,
and take a small rock from wherever he can find one and chuck it towards one of these pigeons.
Okay.
We'll roll to attack. Oh no, it's +5 to attack.
Yeah, they hit.
Damage. 1 second. Four points of damage.
4 points of damage. It's slightly hurt, but it's not down.
7 points of damage.
It's 7 points of damage or 5 points?
No, totally he would have got 7 points of damage because it got 3 before and 4 now.
Oh, yes. Correct. So, yeah, they are all out actually.
No, just
Wait,
one.
only one.
Just
One,
one.
right? So, the first one goes because he's hit by a stone and falls. The second and third.
That's it. That's all you can do.
Okay. Finn, it's your turn now. You do notice though that at the back, the pigeons that were there, instead of coming towards you, having seen that fire burn, they start receding away. So they start actually flying off towards the other side instead.
Okay. There's two left here. Just gonna shoot firebolt. Oh no, that my hand. Shall touch at one of them, and that's
Okay.
gonna do 13 points of damage.
Wow.
That should
Yeah,
be
that takes it
dead.
out. Okay, tell me, describe how you kill it with your hand. Center.
Again, same thing. My hand goes out, spectral hand comes out, and this time it kind of spins around, goes for one pigeon, and then that pigeon kind of gets scared, fakes it out, and goes for the other one. Just punches it and just it disintegrates.
Okay. So that pigeon is gone, and guys, I'm going to say that the other one is too badly hurt and just kind of falls to the side there and is kind of like moving in a disastrous tone. You can see that at the back, the pigeons that you could see, in the distance sitting on the rooftops and seem to have been terrified and scared off by the fire that you had put at Bovik. So they seem to be receding away. Right now, you're left with a shit covered Eldon, a nice silverback, a Matata. You and Finn seem to be in an alright condition. The Cobalt King, though, seems to be pretty disappointed. He's holding his nose and he looks ready to kill that remaining pigeon. Are you going to let him? Do you want to?
I don't know. I'm gonna be like, wait, and for a change, I'm gonna cast Speak with Animals without being it a ritual cast, and be like, this is dire situations. And as I cast this, you will. Oh no, wait. Is it concentration spell?
Speak with animals?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, it only says ritual. Okay, then I can keep my fireball up. Then fire spear, flaming spear. I'll be like, oh, hold on. I got a trick, and you will see this time instead of ritual casting it, he'll be like, quack, 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 blah, 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 and yeah. Bird, what the hell happened to you?
Eat. Eat dead. Eat dead pigeons. For a year. Make you strong.
You ate dead pigeons?
Yum. Healthy. And it seems like it's like moving its head in a jittering way, but it's like "Grr, more pigeon for me. Grr." And he like looks at the other like his dead companions. He seems to have no remorse for them. Instead, he looks at it. And you do have an indication that if you allow him to go eat another pigeon, he will like become your companion. Like he will listen to you.
Oh no. It's a very creature. Do you want to eat pigeons?
Yes, makes me stronger. Feeling weak.
I'll signal to Matata to bring up dead pigeon here.
Okay. Matata looks like this, having just recently crushed multiple in his giant paws. He brings this one kind of gently for you up to this pigeon.
Alright, let's try this, and I'll break off like with one of its wings and put it in front of the bird.
Meat. He's just kind of like looking at the feather like I could do with the body instead.
Okay, looks like you want this, and I'll throw the whole pigeon towards that other pigeon.
Immediately starts pecking at it. You can see that it's cutting open its body. Like right now, it also seems to be like it's doing it for desperation because it's almost depleted of health. So it's eating rapidly, but you have never seen a pigeon act like this.
Oh, this is very strange. This is a carnivorous pigeon. I look over at Finn and
That sounds like
Eldon
my
and be like,
ex.
Yes,
You have
yes, very
legs?
strange. Moving on. Where is this castle of yours, little idiot?
Wait. I have an idea. Collect all the pigeons we just killed, and
Yes.
I want to gather all the pigeons we can. And you have a bag or something that we can keep them in for now? Maybe like a cloth or a
I'm,
cloak.
I'm, I'm sure if you're missing tools.
I mean, if you look around, you would find like a discarded sack or something that you could use.
Yeah, cool. I'm going to put all the things in the sack. Matata is going to help.
Oh my
What is he
god!
trying to do?
Collecting a bag of dead pigeons.
I have an idea.
Roasted
I just go with me, and I'll keep the bag of pigeons and be like, "Do you have friends around?" To the pigeon.
Forest. Other side.
Hey, listen, Bovik.
Yeah,
If you
friend.
can listen to it, if it can understand you, and if it is listening to you, ask it to call all its friend around in one place.
Yeah,
Okay,
town hall meeting.
yeah, that's what the bag of dead pigeons are for. I think they might be friendly if we give them this.
What the fuck will I do with the bag of dead pigeon?
Not for okay. Just call them.
Yeah, you're
All right,
already
friend.
talking.
Pigeon. Do you have a name?
My god.
Name?
Okay, never mind. Can you call all your friends here?
Name.
Don't get attached, boy.
He's just like he's a little confused by the request because
Okay, can you make this noise and I'll like imitate a pigeon? Who? I don't know how to do that. How do you do that?
What the I'm awake, guys. Hi, what the fuck was that?
I will make the pigeon noise like, and I'll be like, repeat this and try to call your other friend.
You're
Sounded
teaching a
like-
pigeon how to make pigeon noise.
so the pigeon does go up, and it does try calling, but unfortunately the other birds were too scared away by the fireball, so they don't seem to be responding. He comes back and starts like looks at you and looks at the dead pigeon in front of you, kind of like asking you permission to eat it.
I have a bag full of things. I'll just take out one. Like I'll break off like a leg piece and I'll hold it and be like over my shoulder. And like
Okay.
I'll like tap it and be like,
Okay. It goes and sits on your shoulder and starts chewing at the pigeon leg.
just don't say anything, Finn.
Cannibalistic,
I know.
undead pigeons.
I mean, but they're so fascinating. Like they're eating pigeons that eat other pigeons. Like that's a new thing. That'd be interesting.
That's
I'm sure
the
someone.
new thing.
I mean, that's a new thing for me. I've never seen it, and might be interesting to study it.
Okay, that's you've got your pet. Now we're turning around, going around the town. We're not
fucking
going
off,
for
yeah.
this shithole.
No, but maybe we could get more pigeons.
We don't need more pigeons.
Could I just maybe just half a day? Can we
Just
just
think
explore
what
the
Lele
town?
would think if he
And
smiles
and,
like
and
that.
also we still need what?
What would any suitable female who looks at you might think if you stink like that?
Oh, speaking of stinks like that, I'm gonna go touch him. Prestidigitation, clean him up.
Me, do me, friend. Can do me.
You
please.
only.
You only.
You only.
Okay. I mean, we need equipment. We're in a town. Let's just get equipment, and as you guys go shopping, I can maybe find more pigeons.
You're the one who needs equipment.
I know, but could you not help me out?
So you can go get cannibalistic pigeons? No.
I want to just half a day.
Half a day. We just. It's.
Alright, fine. Fuck off. Go. Come back soon.
No, but I need a couple of things. Can you go get it for me, Eldon?
Here, mommy.
Finn, please.
What do you want? What do you want?
I need some armor. I need a shield. Maybe a small axe, a hand axe, if possible. That's about it. I mean,
Okay.
all my stuff is back in that cave, so.
So I guess next week is shopping episode.
It is. So this is actually extremely fitting Because Bovik, you having chosen to take on this pigeon as your companion,
One for now.
has reduced your charisma modifier to 0.
Huh?
Oh.
Because nobody wants to be near this wild, disgusting bird. And you having chosen to take it on as a pet has reduced your charisma modifier to 0.
Modifier and score is 10.
What is your modifier right now?
0.
It's 0
Yeah.
already. He had no charisma to begin with. So if somebody with charisma had actually picked it, this makes a lot of sense for Bovik as a character, though. Okay.
But it should have native
So,
charisma, no?
I guess if your charisma is already at 0, then people hate you anyway.
Okay, or I just have disadvantage with any charisma check.
Yeah, how
Or
about that?
just-
Just keep it as that.
That
Since
is a
you're
little
so
bit much.
you're
No,
so
I mean,
willingly giving me this,
Because it makes sense. Like narratively, it makes sense. Like I'm carrying around a dead pigeon on my shoulder. It makes sense.
Great. So you have a pigeon. You can choose to name him in the next episode. But right now, you guys, the gathering of people are officially the pigeon killers.
I hate everything.
Nice. Alright, I
So,
think it's time to wrap this up.
yeah.
Before G actually falls asleep on top of Matata today.
Okay,
Thank you, everybody, for joining us.
Thank you
Don't
so much.
like, subscribe.
Yeah.
Join us next week for our episode on Thursday. And thank you so much for watching. Join us on Discord if you want to have any discussions.
Next week, you will
We have
see me
games every
gather a
day.
lot more pigeons.
Shopping
little
episode
shopping.
next week.
Yeah, shopping episode next week.
So,
Alright.
thank you,
Will
everybody.
they
Good
want
night.
they episode next week?
Huh?
Thursday.
Will they want they?
We'll
Oh,
figure that
will
out.
they want to?
Yeah, but thank
Alright.
you for watching it. This is so much fun to do after like a month. I had
I
such
know.
a fun time
More
getting
than a
back
month,
to
dude.
this world.
6 weeks.
Whoa, a month and a half. Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Mm.
Alright,
So,
guys.
thank you so much. Good night.
Bye. Good
Good
night.
night. Bye
Have a happy TPK Thursday.
bye. It's almost over.